as well. BC Guppy very quickly rising to the top. 1 qual 2 after just coming out of nowhere. So that's extremely hype. So yeah, currently sitting in 5th place on the leaderboard. It's not bad. And then another old face from last season. We got Saria Faith. They've only played 1 qual so far, but they did really well considering they haven't really played since last season. So very impressive for a showing. We'll see if Saria can replicate that. Also, yeah, the hash is really funny. Double wallet, double ocarina, and then a bow.
I like it. I got good vibes. We're not having a repeat of last night.
I hope not. I mean, last night's C was pretty easy, to be fair. It's just nice little gamble, and here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yes, Saria randoed the sound effects. Oh my god, we're in for a treat today. Also, it's 100 rupees on the Clocktown Heart piece. If I were playing the seed, I would definitely go and deposit that right now.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
Yeah, check the bank. Is that another 100 rupees on the tree? No, it's a 100 piece.
No,
Never mind. Interesting. And Arrow Razor going right for Swordsman School. I didn't see what the starting song was. I think it was a bonus. Oh, it's a hook shot on. See, that's what I mean. Just go straight for the bomb shop. Go for West Clocktown. Use that money.
Use the money right at the start. Opponent song is an opening song. Yeah.
Goron Village, Way of the Hero, Road to Swamp, Way of the Hero, Dompe Digging Dag, Fisherman Dead. Alright, so Road to Swamp, Goron Village are spots to be.
Road to Swamp.
Yep. That's a very common Way of the Hero from what I've seen.
Makes sense. Available early on.
Let's see here. A lot of spheres here. Check. South Clocktown, Foolish. Wow. Don't have to waste your time with Straw Roof and Day 3 chest, I guess. Which BC Guppy's doing right now. He doesn't know!
He doesn't know.
It's more money. Deposit it again. Right back to the bank.
Yeah, at least he had the money put away.
And Butler has lettered a mama. That sucks. I hope that's not required.
I'm getting deja vu.
There's the hook shot for Arrow Razor. Yeah, 3 silvers. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not gonna have a good time if Saria's sound effects are like this. It's too good.
I love them.
Yeah, Butler Seed weekend. We've got like 4 quals this weekend. So maybe we'll have required Butler in all 4 of them. Tingle's got magic, by the way.
Ooh. Magic for Gunzor. Right off the bat.
Just gonna see. So it's interesting. I love watching Restream because everybody has their own unique take on the opener. Yeah. And you get to see just how varied the approaches are. And then they eventually do converge back around Blast Mask check, I think. Mostly. Yeah. Some people do weird stuff, but I think the general aim is to orient yourself around Room Key and Blast Mask for day 1.
Yeah, I think the biggest like kind of split off from that I've seen a couple times is people playing like a really early Song of Double Time.
Yeah, that is I've only seen like I think Epic Yoshi does that.
Yeah.
Willingly foregoing the Room Key check.
Which go straight yesterday.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Hey, sometimes it works out. If Room Key's nothing, then and your progression is on like a day 3 chest, it can be a good idea. I just don't think you should ever do it.
Gamble.
But big gamba.
Boat is dead, like boat archery?
Boat archery, alright. It's good information to know. And we're gonna see Saria go to Road to Swamp right away, so maybe seeing that Way of the Hero, unless it's on Swamp Archery, but at least we'll know.
Yeah. Because there's only the 3 checks here, the Grotto, the Tree, and the Archery, right? Oh, and Tingle.
Yes, there's the one, oh yeah, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
In the Grotto. Yeah, so the second purchase on Tingle, or sorry, no, yeah, both the purchases on Tingle in Road to Swamp are considered Road to Swamp because the one that you can get in Clocktown is cheaper in Road to Swamp, so it's logically it's considered Road to Swamp.
Interesting. Did we catch what was on the tree?
I did not see. I was trying to look, but
Yeah, I couldn't see it either.
But Saria seems to be ignoring it. Has Zora, so they can knock out the ranks or knock out the bats. So
Ranch Sister's dead?
yeah, we got a Ranch Sisters dead. I didn't mention it, but yeah.
That's nice.
And yeah, there's the magic, which could also be Road to Swamp Way of the Hero. But we already got the Zora mask, so who cares?
Gonna be the run where there are 3 Way of the Hero items in Road to Swamp.
Yeah, we still haven't seen our swamp archery, so I guess.
Snowhead
Maybe.
Path Foolage.
Path the Snowhead. The greatest foolish of all. Yeah, bottom tier foolish. I wanted a bunch of people in the Discord were making a tier list of like the best Way of the Heroes. I want to make one of those, and I want to make a tier list for best foolishes. And there's a bow on what is it? Observatory, and a Massive Truth on Milk Roasting. Oh my god.
Yeah, he also had crap. I just had it. He has another item. We'll see.
Moonspear.
That's what it was. Yeah.
And Ocean Spider House is just a bow. It's a bow locked bow, so don't need to worry about that.
Good to know. Good to know.
Right, and then a swordsman school for Saria now.
Arrow Razor starting up Bomber Hide and Seek.
Yep, makes sense. If you have a projectile, you might as well start it early. BC Guppy's gonna go for, well, in Milk Road. You have a Pona song as start, so this makes sense to do Gorman Race.
Yeah.
I want to see the hot 46 from BC Guppy here.
Just for my my non-standard brain here, I assume the milk purchase is not randomized in the standard.
Yeah, no, it is not. No. Got double swordsman school going on. As well as some bombers. I got a 46 on Restream last night in Gorman Race, and I was so proud.
Yeah,
I realized, wow, nobody cares probably, but
it got called out in chat, and we all gave you a nice spog.
Let's go. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
This is looking like, oh, going for, ooh, interesting. This is looking like a 47.
Yeah. Virgil Dante, collect your reward at the desk.
What's the reward?
Red Rupee.
Double money. Bro, they scammed me last night. Give me a blue?
Yeah.
Come on.
Gunzar must not have seen the South Clocktown Foolish because he's going for a straw roof.
Yeah. Sometimes even if I get foolishes like that, I'll still check easy chests like this just because one, it can be good information if you get like a cafe mask or something, and it can also be money, which it is in this case, which is good.
True, yeah.
It could
Not,
be like,
not a ton of losses as long as you get the trick quick.
Mm-hmm. No, I think you should go for easy foolish chests just in case, because you know there's a ton of useful things that it can be, even if it is foolish.
Yeah, that's true. I hadn't considered like the knowledge you can get by something that chains into a lot of checks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all of those are gonna be foolish. Who out of the runners has picked up the bow yet? Was it just Gunzor?
I'm pretty sure Does Gunzor have the bow? Yeah, Gunzor has the bow. I thought I saw Guppy go to Milk. No, not Milk Road. No, sorry, it would just be Gunzor. It's the only one who's done Observatory.
Curious why is finding Cafe Mask in a foolish reason better than simply not finding the Cafe Mask?
Cafe Mask might be a bad example, actually, now that you call it out. But, just in general, just knowing that certain items are not going to be required is kind of nice. but there's also just like stuff like, I guess cafe letter would be a better example if you find it in a foolish location, because then you know that you don't have to orient your entire cycle around it.
Piece of Heart was a bomber hide and seek. Is that what you're saying, Virgil?
Yeah, it looks like there's nothing on bombers. Looks like Arrow's going to get their bow as well. Yeah, if you just don't find Cafe Mask, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Definitely getting the wrong cafe item there.
The logic was sound, though. I followed what you were saying.
Yeah. And, like, another interesting property of Foolish Hints is if the area that is foolish is locked behind an item that can have duplicates, like a bottle or a wallet, then that foolish area can still have those items. So if you have Pirate's Fortress Exterior foolish, but Zora Mask was locked by a bottle, then you can find bottles in Pirate's Fortress Exterior.
Wow.
So that's another interesting thing you have to pay attention to. Yeah, why is the horse screaming? Keep slapping it. Leave it alone.
I gotta say, I just heard the ocarina sound. It's something else.
It's like a bat screeching or something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not one I've had randomized in my home runs before. But I kind of wish.
Yeah, that actually is a good example if you have Stockpot in Way of the Hero and you find Cafe Mask in a foolish location, but that is a little bit niche, but it can happen, yeah. Another really, really interesting quirk of Foolishes, which I really want to have happen someday. I don't think it's ever going to happen someday, but it can. If West Clocktown is foolish, then Bank 500 can still have a wallet, which I think is really funny. It just, if you think about the way Foolishes work, it makes sense. Someday it'll happen, and I'll be very happy.
Bow on Ocean Spider House. Yeah, we said that a little bit earlier, but it's bow locked, so
yeah, you need a
probably
bow.
won't be seeing that one.
In order to fully clear Ocean Spider House, you need bombs, hook shot, bow, magic, fire arrows, and a Pona song. So, fortunately. Mm-hmm.
Stone Tower Temple, Way of the Hero.
Ooh! Looks like we're gonna be the dipping friends today, boys.
Is this the legendary Deku mask in Stone Tower?
Oh, I hope so. Nice gainer from BC Guppy to get up here.
That's a swag gainer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Stone Tower Temple is interesting just because it's so deep into logic that there's so few items that it can be. It cannot be ice arrows because you need ice arrows to get up to Upper Icona.
Yeah, I think Zoe laid out kind of the main culprits.
Yeah, Deku Mask, fire arrows. If it's uninverted Stone Tower, it can be light arrows. But unless it's the one key chest in the water room, you need mirror shields to get it. So, or you need mirror shield to get the other chests, is what I mean. And if it's inverted Stone Tower Temple, then you need light arrows. So yeah, it's usually just like fire arrows, Deku Mask, light arrows, or song items. Because song items can be basically anywhere.
I think we're mostly just getting some catch up. Filling in the gaps that they left.
Nobody's gone night one. Gunsler's the first one to go to night one at like 13 minutes in. All these people have been very strong in grabbing day one.
Yeah, we've got a lot of items early on like this.
I think most people are probably going to go for it soon. Just we happen to have a bunch of people on Restream who really like to extend their day ones. My personal play style, I like to make it night one as soon as I can, so this is kind of killing me, but...
I kind of lean towards that, to what they're doing. I like to extend my day one, get everything I can, but that often causes me to like get a day 3 check that's required and be way behind.
Yeah, it's a difference between like if you do like room key, like if you rush room key right away and go to night one as fast as you can, you're basically saying I hope progression is on, you know, the day checks, the timed checks. That could be like day 2, day 3.
Yeah.
And if you an opener more akin to what we're seeing here, you're saying, okay, most of the items that are important early on are going to be accessible right away, so I'm just going to rush the fastest checks as soon as I can.
Yeah. Yep.
Again, it doesn't really make a difference in the grand scheme of things. It's just how your play style is suited to what you want to do.
It can lead to like just some small leads here and there depending on what you opt for.
You made the mistake of getting me talking about openers again. You shouldn't have did that.
BC Guppy just grabbing Blast Mask from Guru Guru.
Oh, nice. We got some source of explosives. That's pretty good.
Oh, I'm gonna trade that Moonsteer.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Guns are doing town archery, but I missed.
It was a red rupee.
Ah.
And we're gonna see the Road to Icona hookshot chest here. What do we got?
Haro mask. Okay.
Sour Please mask.
Oh no! Don't put that in my head.
That's true. We do have, with that blast mask, we have access to the north relatively early. Whether going to the north early is a good idea, yet to be seen. It's the right answer to last night, but money for money, dang. Have we seen anybody do dodongos yet?
Yes, it was nothing. I don't remember what it was, but it was nothing important.
Mm-hmm. That is true, Cations. With that Goron Village Way of the Hero, that does change the value of Lens Cave.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. So it might be pertinent. You generally don't want to go north. You usually don't have enough time, or just barely have enough time. If you want to go north night one, you want to do it after Blast Mask. Otherwise, you risk not being able to get to the Blast Mask check in time. I think that's usually what people do. Yeah, we started with the Pona song, so that also opens up a couple things. We have a couple things in Coast, and the Cape as well. The hookshot chests are available, and actually like and Beavers are available right away too.
Right, yeah. I swear I saw somebody pick up Captain's hat. But maybe not. I don't see it in any of the trackers.
Yeah, not seeing it on any trackers. Right. What do we got? Nothing. The seed you were alluding to last night is happening today. I'm not sure what that means, but we'll see.
You'll have to refresh my memory.
What, Sphere 1 Beavers? I guess it would be, yeah.
I love doing beaver races, personally. Any excuse.
Uh-oh.
Is it the Goron snoring? That's nice.
I'm pretty sure that's actually Dodongo dying noise. That's really funny. Yeah, it was the Goron snoring, you're correct.
The my favorite Goron snore is when it's like the Great Fairy scream.
Oh, yeah. It's terrifying.
Yeah. Jump scares me every time I go in there. I believe this is the first check we're going to have on the Saria getting the first check of the hideout chest.
What do we got? Ooh.
Okay.
And that is an argument for why you don't do Observatory Opener. Vidya James in shambles. Yeah, that wallet. We'll see. Yet to be seen if that wallet is important, but early on, that's a really nice find.
And it's knowledge that I don't think any of the other runners will have.
Mm-hmm.
For a minute at least. Here's the Dodongo item again.
Yeah, the seed icons, the double wallets didn't lie. Yeah, so I think it's looking like right now my personal opener, doing Observatory and saving Road to Swamp for day 2, definitely bite me here because I'm missing out on Zora and a wallet already.
Yeah.
15 minutes into the seed, 20 minutes into the seed. Yikes. Oh, using the Blast Mask on the Dongos? I've never seen that before.
I assume in the
Guppy.
standard rule set, the Blast Mask has the standard 16-second.
Yeah, it's whatever is in vanilla.
Yeah. Because if you play with instant Blast Mask on the randomizer, it's a quite potent kill tool for pretty much any enemy.
Probably gives you, like, if you're playing, like, glitch logic, you get, like, very easy hovers and stuff, too, I assume.
Oh, yeah. It's mostly when I play with it on, it's just there to save time on hovers.
Pretty much.
Oh, yeah, we are seeing Swamp Archery from Arrow.
Woohoo!
So this will be our last potential check-in in here, too, in case we have the triple Way of the Hero.
And I didn't notice this, but Arrow Razor is actually inverted, so that's why their day 1 has been so extended. They're only now hitting the time of day for Room Key, so... Again, it's a strategy I've seen work out in the past. It's not a very common strategy, but it has benefited. I remember there was one qual race where one of the finishers, or not a qual, it was a bracket match, where somebody managed to do the legendary single cycle rando run. It was awesome.
Wow.
I'd never seen that before. Oh no, the Gways. They're getting very small. Okay, you're fine.
A lot of people have opinions on a worst minigame, but for some reason, Swamp Archery has my number.
Don't ask me what my least favorite minigame is.
Well, when you say that, I mean...
It's always beavers.
Oh, really?
Get them out of here.
I love beavers.
I know. When you said that, I'm like, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Oh, Sarah using the bow on the Dodongos. Wow.
I have a friend to play with. That's like his go-to for Dodongos. You can catch them from the front, too, when they're leaning back to breathe fire.
Way. No way. That's awesome.
You can get them in the belly when they lean back to breathe. Yeah, see...
Nah, chess minigame's not a problem. Just pause buffer, friends.
Pause buffer.
All this money that Saria's going to be able to reap because of the wallet that they found.
Big wallet, yeah.
Yeah.
All coming back.
Here we go. Sour, please. Oh, Saria's indicating that they're going north. That angle says they're going north, which means they might be skipping Blast Mask. The Enos doesn't get in the way.
Saria has Blast Mask.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean the Blast Mask check at 12:20.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I misunderstood.
So I think Saria has enough time to at least go and hit the owl. So they'll be able to still get it. This is actually like very interesting route. Oh no.
Fierce Deity from the Rosa Sisters.
Not bad, not bad.
Spicy hint. Fisherman game is 10 palm juice.
Already. Rip. Okay, we're about to see our first Blast Mask. Oh, we already saw it on Gunzor. I totally missed it.
Did anyone go check the big bomb bag purchase yet, though?
Nope, but I think Gunzor is generally on their way to go do that.
Deku Palace from Arrow Razor?
Interesting. This is nothing on Blast Mask, by the way. So this is interesting because we don't have Deku Mask right now, which means that none of these items are in Logic without Deku Mask. So, I mean, it'll be neat information, but I don't generally like going to Deku Palace without a Deku Mask because you can't get the song. It means you have to come back.
Right, yeah, to make a second trip all the way through the left side of that maze just for the song. I agree.
Unless you're like hardcore gambling that the song here isn't required, but I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know if I'd start gambling at 25 minutes.
Big Gamba though. Arrow Razor probably plays a ton of gacha games if he's making gambas like this.
If sometimes, yeah, I mean, my knowledge of how the logic would work is pretty foggy at best, but I can. It's hard for me to think of anything that song could be if you're already deep into Stone Tower.
Oh well, it's getting him up a bomb bag, so that actually works out really well. I mean, you have Blast Mask, so it's not like that huge or anything, but well, he doesn't have Blast Mask yet, so
he's probably loving that then.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Saria just... Wait, oh, Saria's going for...
Straight for Lens of Truth Cave.
Yeah, not even going for the Goron Racetrack Grotto.
Well, this will be very telling, because Goron Village was way the hero.
I'm only allowed to yell at Saria because they're my multi-world partner, but Saria, learn glitchless, so you don't have to use the owl for this. It's not that hard. Also, there was a lens on Bigger Bomb Bag. Aha! That would do it.
Mirror.
Mirror Shield in Goron Village. That could very easily be Way of the Hero, though we'll need ice arrows and a couple other items in order for that song to be in Logic, so it's possible there's just something else in here entirely. And there is. Oh my god! Right at the time when you need it. Oh my god. That sucks.
That's spicy.
So I usually like finding Cafe Letter. If I find Cafe Letter early on, I want to find it right around the time I'm making it night one, so that I can, save scum it, check it. If it's something, then I play Song of Time and then double time immediately, and I'm right back to where I was. But finding it right before Blast Mask Lady sucks, because if there's something on it, then you just, you can't save scum it, or you have to, find something to do to kill 6 hours.
Although, you could, right, this could put Saria pretty far ahead if Letter Cafe is also the, required and not a bait.
Mm-hmm. Not sure what the plan is, but we'll see fairly soon.
I mean, Air Razor could potentially follow a similar path if it ends up being the route, just because they slowed down early.
Right. Guppy seems to be doing Coast Cape Night 1 play, which is very popular among a lot of top players, so we'll see how this plays out. But yeah, you really have to think about that. Saria's definitely going for a save scum here, by the way. Listen to this menu.
The watery Goron sounds.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that's the sound effect at the beginning of the game. After your turn to Deku and Tattle's just bouncing into you. You know what I mean? When she's distracted.
Yeah. Keaton mask from Tingle there.
Yeah, can't afford it now, unfortunately.
Knowledge is power, though.
Mm-hmm. They're banned. Yeah, there's so just to explain the rule set really quick. Standard bans the use of most glitches, mostly to keep it accessible for people who know the game well but haven't really took the time to learn glitches. There are a couple that are allowed. You're allowed to do ground jumps, which aren't actually that useful. You can do long jumps and you can do recoil flips. Mostly because there's almost no instances of them actually changing the way logic works. It's mostly just doing things faster. So they're allowed. And they're not that difficult, so that's kind of the two main arguments for allowing them. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say this Gossip Stone in here was another Road to Swamp.
Road to Swamp, alright. Let's see what the cape chests are. There's another bomb bag. No need to go to DP.
Virgil Dante. I can't think of a single place where I would use a ground jump in MM.
There's one spot in Deku Palace, the right side maze. You can do a ground jump slash, and that's pretty much the only place where ground jumps are useful. Cafe Matter on Cafe Mask on Toilet Hand.
Wow.
But yeah, in pretty much every instance where every other instance where you could ground jump, you just want to do a gainer instead because it's faster and doesn't require bombs. Looks like BC Guppy is going for beavers early on.
We haven't seen what beavers is, so
yeah, we haven't had a hint for it, so it's fair. Yeah. I'm trying to think what other glitches are allowed. Yeah, so OOT and MM are the difference with ground jumps and gainers. You can gainer an OOT, but you can't grab ledges out of them, so they're pretty much useless. So you want to ground jump an OOT and gainer an MM.
Speaking of Cafe Mask, does the standard rule set allow for the cosmetic to play as Cafe?
Unfortunately, I think not. Just because I think there's a couple reasons why. I'm not sure on the specifics.
Good to know. I like playing as Cafe for the big old clown shoes.
That's very true. So yeah, let's talk about what Saria did because they save scummed Toilet Hand, which had Cafe Letter and the Lens of Truth, or Cafe Mask and Lens of Truth. Mostly because the Cafe Mask right now, Toilet Hand is not in logic until you find one of Deku Mask or Room Key. You can just go to the inn on night 3, but this is just like a logic thing to prevent like one of those items from ever being on Toilet Hand.
Interesting.
And the lens you can just buy later on in the cycle, so it's not that big a deal. Yeah. Yeah.
And this is a double wallet seed, so that 500 rupee purchase could end up.
Yeah, especially with the early wallet, I definitely don't want to think about risking just skipping over Curiosity Shop. If there's no wallets in sight at the end of first cycle, I'll ponder if it's a good idea to skip Curiosity Shop, but if I have at least one wallet, I'm going to be like, alright, where's that other one? It's got to be required.
Yeah.
Let's see what Beavers had.
It's a heart.
Another point for the Skip Beavers crew.
Yeah, unfortunately, even though I love doing them, unless I see that they're required, it's often I don't even do them.
There's two situations in which I'll do beavers. One of which is that it's hinted. Ooh, nice fire arrow. And that's as soon as Gunzer finds the bow on Observatory, or sorry, not Gunzer, sorry, Guppy. As soon as Guppy goes to Observatory, they'll be able to use those, which is pretty nice. Not right now, it doesn't get you that much. Once we find a Goron Mask, though, that's going to be... Well, even if you find Goron Mask, it's not that much until we find Lullaby.
BC Guppy hasn't gone north, so at least I'll get a couple checks more out of going north.
Yep. So yeah, I'm guessing Saria is going to end up chasing that Cafe Letter. But we probably want to go... No bottles yet either, so Woods of Mystery might not be the best play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You could do Stage Light. It's like Stage Lights and like Hot Spring Water Grotto are like the two things. And I guess if you find the wallet, you can do Smithy 1.
Yeah.
Zoe, it could be Light Arrows if it's Uninverted Stone Tower Temple, but other than that, that's pretty much all it can be. And there's Captain's Hat. There's another one crossed off for the potential, the potential Stone Tower Way of the Hero.
Yeah. Grave opened up, too, with Captain's Hat and Epona.
Yeah, that's true. So it's looking like the early cape play from Guppy very much working out here.
Yeah.
And here we go. Unfortunately, not being able to check stage lights, but looks like Saria's going for Graveyard without Captain's Hat. This is a single check here. I'm not sure about this, actually. This is a lot of time to commit for a single check.
That answers the question I hadn't even asked yet, if the grave clip was allowed.
No, you're not allowed to clip into the grave. You need Captain's Hat, yeah.
Figured as much.
Mm-hmm. The only clips that you're allowed to do are clips through one-way collision, so like the Straw Roof and...
Okay.
Yeah, in South Clocktown and Doggy Racetrack.
That was too fast. Was that a bottle of Chateau?
Yeah, so that is actually really important because that's our first bottle. So Saria will be able to full clear Woods of Mystery in one go. Whereas Gunzor went ahead and did the Woods of Mystery without a bottle. Yeah, and that Chateau is especially nice with the wallet because you can sell it and get Bank 500 really fast. Oh yeah, Saria is going to be able to get Bank 500 without it.
Perfect math.
There's nothing. Yeah, absolutely go and sell that Chateau and get yourself closer to Bank 1000 before it's too late. Yeah, so I think if BC Guppy goes to Observatory quickly, I think they're in a very good spot. We still haven't seen what that cafe letter leads to, but...
It's a big question mark on the run, but if cafe letter is good, Saria's in a great spot. But if it's not, then BC Guppy is looking prime.
And I gotta wonder as well when people are gonna start going for PF, because that is another thing that is available. With the bottle that Saria has, we have everything we need to do eggs. So
single bottle eggs. No.
Yeah, it could happen. Haven't seen any other bottles.
This would be the worst seed of all time if it was single bottle eggs and Deku Mask in Stone Tower.
Yep. Yeah, so this is actually... Air Razor's about to get Cafe Letter, and they might be in a great position to scum it and then just reset if it's nothing.
Maybe not the worst seed, but a seed I'm glad I'm not playing.
Mm-hmm. I think we have a decent amount across the different runners. We're missing Ice, Lights, Goron, Deku, and then one song item and Icona Access with Gyro Gibdo. And we have a Stone Tower Temple Way of the Hero, so one of Keg, Lights, and Deku is going to be there. There's the wallet for Guppy.
Fierce Deity for Saria.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And again, in case anybody is just tuning in now, Goron Village is also Way of the Hero, and so far, the only thing we're able to check is Lens Cave, which had both a Mirror Shield, which could be Way of the Hero, could be bait, and a Cafe Letter, which we have not seen yet.
Air Razor positing it right now.
Yeah, it looks like Air Razor's going to go either route that in later on, or they're just going to go check that right now. Looks like they're soaring, so... And yeah, here comes BC Guppy with the observatory play, so now they'll be able to use the fire arrows. That's true. Mirror Shield could be Way of the Hero for Vanilla Lights or something leading to it. With uninverted Stone Tower Temple, there's one chest that's accessible with just like the normal requirements to get into the temple. There's one chest that's locked by either lights or bombs and mirror shields. Well, sorry, two chests. There's one that's locked by just mirror shield and lights, and one that's locked by either lights or Deku. So the logic is a little weird to have to pay attention to, but I think learning it is very important, especially for Season 2, where dungeon dipping is a lot more relevant.
Guns are checking Pinnacle Rock with no bottles.
Interesting play.
Just going for the chests, I guess.
Yeah. It's interesting. A lot of we're seeing a lot of like one-off checks that seem to be very risky. Like Saria going for the graveyard for the single check, which did net them a bottle.
Yeah.
And now Gunzer's going for PF or PR rather. Before Pirate's Fortress. Oh, Arrow Razor, please press C right. Press C right. It's faster. Do it. No, no, you have a blank C button.
I'm sorry. Is that a thing?
Yeah. So there's a couple of ways you can cancel out of the witch text faster. If you have a blank C button, if you are wearing a mask and you press the mask button, it cancels out faster. There's a bunny hood, actually, in Pinnacle Rock, by the way.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so, like, what I'll do is, if I have a mask on one of my C buttons, I'll equip it right before talking to the witch. And, obviously, it's negligible. It saves, like, 2 seconds, but it's neat information to know.
It's the little things.
Yeah.
Gossip's dead. Why are you crying?
Yeah.
That's great news.
No. We love a good gossips. Ooh, the swamp title deed.
Yeah, swamp title deed.
Yep.
Yeah, Butler having lettered him on.
Yeah, Butler's just gonna be, but who knows when we're gonna have Deku Mask.
Yeah.
Considering the amount of things that can be in Stone Tower Temple, it's very likely that Deku Mask is gonna be like one of the last items we find.
Yeah. Swamp Deed with the Way of the Hero Goron Village. True, this could...
So much bait. So much bait.
Oh, man.
Look at that. Guppy's doing it. Guppy put on Kamaro Mask. Look, they're gonna press it, and then right away you're out of there.
Oh, wow. I like that. I'm stealing that.
Plus your B button says dance, so... Oh, I didn't fit in the little dance as they waited for Kotake to descend. I love it.
Now we have the Piton Mask for Saria. Actually having enough money. Has anyone checked this grotto yet for guns?
Yeah.
The one that guns are checking? Yeah, I must have just missed it.
Yes, Saria, I believe, or not Saria, sorry, Guppy earlier.
That tracks. Yeah, that's why I didn't remember it.
It looks like Gunzer and then Saria shortly after will be getting their captain's hat. However, neither of them seem to be going in the direction of the like heart piece, which has fire arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always funny when you can flex how many rupees you have in your bank early on.
Pretty early on, yeah.
Yeah.
Gunzer did grab the captain's hat, but it looks like he's going away from the fire arrows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just what they might do. I think a common route is actually going for Cape first, and then you swim off towards the horizon, which makes you void, and then you go back. Yeah, but nope. Looks like we're going straight for Hall. I think Arrow Razor is going to be our first person to check Cafe Letter here, so we'll get some good information. Wondering how much that Bunny Hood is going to help out Gunzer, by the way. We'll see.
Hopefully it's enough to make up for going into the rock like that. In my head, I have like a tier list of checks, and Evan has never given me anything good ever, so he's like pretty close to the bottom.
Very low. I've definitely seen a couple required Evans, don't you worry.
Razor Sword.
I mean, nice to have, but
yeah.
When you have FD, it's not really that important.
Right, yep.
Evan was required in... Wow.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Mm-hmm. It was my Go mode in my first bracket match last season. It was my Go mode that I ever so brilliantly ignored.
Yeah, I agree. The Razor Sword is super sick, and it's only a shame in vanilla when you're playing, you just never use it.
This is
At least the randomizer lets you carry it.
Yeah. This is the first I think we're seeing of this grotto over on BC Guppy's side as well.
I believe you're correct, because I don't think either of the other two that went through had the Scarecrow song.
I love the Gilded Sword personally. I think it looks very cool.
I agree.
I think Gunzer's going in the direction of fire arrows now.
Looks that way, yeah.
Nothing on that grotto either.
Saria close behind on the way to the cave. Chests over there.
We'll see if they do beavers or not.
In this situation, you would skip it, I assume.
But basically, yeah, every situation. Again, the only situations where I'll do beavers is like if it's hinted or if I have like 4 checks left. Because at that point, it's like you don't want to isolate anything. Yeah, if the world's open to me and it's early on, I am generally a fan of putting off beavers. But I know it's a stupid thing. It's just a personal, like, I think everybody should have like 1 check where you're allowed to skip it, and if it ends up being required, you can't be mad. Yeah, I'll never be mad. What's yours?
Swamp archery for sure.
Swamp archery, yeah, that's fair.
Ground archery, no problem. Swamp archery, I just can't.
It's a tricky one. So we had FMZ Guns enter a call last night, who is a infamous keyboard player for Ocarina of Time Randomizer. And let me tell you, I know from experience, swamp archery on a keyboard without any analog range is one of the hardest things you can do in this game.
I 100% believe that.
It was so funny. They were like, oh yeah, quick spins are so much more relevant in MM, so I have to use my mouse. And so you look at their stream and there's just a mouse cursor spinning in a circle as they're doing quick spins. It's amazing.
That is really good.
Hey, look.
I believe... Look. Oh.
Here's FMC right there. Hello. Sorry to call you out, but it's really funny.
I think BC Guppy's probably pretty spooked right now picking up the letter cafe at, you know, second day.
Unfortunately, too late at this point, so that's just toilet paper this cycle. But so far, we haven't seen anything on the cafe letter. But there's still fresh 2 checks, so who knows?
And after seeing that Gorn Village Way of the Hero and picking that up, you got to be thinking if you're BC Guppy. Yeah, FMZ Guns. Nothing but respect if you can pull it off with the mouse.
Yeah, when you already have Mirror, it's like you don't know. There's like a song available. There's technically Swamp Title Deed, which Gunzer's the only one who has that, but
maybe I've just been burned too many times by Way of the Hero having multiple items there and then not checking one and having to come back like an hour later.
You're alluding to the age-old meme of always full clear your Way of the Hero, which very contentious.
BC Guppy checking the business scrub.
Yeah, I can imagine if you don't have Fierce DD, like Adola especially, and some phases of Majora, like the incarnation stun lock that you can do with quick spins is pretty important. Yeah, again, Mirror Shield's interesting because, I mentioned this already, but because the song you get from Mirror Shield is further in logic, I generally weigh it less if I find it as like potential Way of the Hero. Obviously still it's like one of the most important items you can find, but because it's deeper in logic, it's often pertinent to do other stuff in the Way of the Hero locations to make sure.
BC Guppy has Captain's Hat and heading to Graveyard, so we're probably gonna see our grave soon.
Yep. It's gonna be nice. Nice Woodfall Foolish. I don't know if I...
with save states.
Depends. If you're playing on VC, the control stick range is very difficult to get used to, so... Get our first stage light check here. Watch this be like Goron Mask or something.
Oh my
Easy.
God.
I didn't want this to happen because this is like such a weird like one-off to go back for, and now Saria just has like a huge advantage on everybody else. Put away the log. He already knows.
Immediately heads off to the north. No surprise there.
Of course. Yeah, I guess with the amount of stuff you have left, like Goron Mask had to be pretty soon. But I'm surprised it wasn't in like just PF or something, because that is a hot 8 checks you can do right off the bat.
Definitely would have been my guess.
Mm-hmm. Am I psychic? No, I just got lucky.
More money.
The worst part is I probably wouldn't have gone for that check for a very long time if I were playing the seed, so...
Yeah, I would have not come back for quite a while.
I mean, I'd probably do like before Hall, but when I go to Cape is not, I don't know, in question. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should get some more information, at least, as to the way of the hero for Goron Village.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be bad news for a lot of these guys if they don't end up going to check those for a while.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I do actually like kind of forcing yourself to go to Goron Village twice, because the first time you can do one of Len's Cave or Hungry Goron, and then the second time you go do the other. So it's weird to backtrack here, but at least you can clear out everything pretty efficiently.
Yeah.
So if you jump slash cancel here, you can get to possibly even 3 hits on each cycle of the Iron Knuckle, which BC Guppy is showing off. They're only going for 2, which is safe.
Song of Storms.
Storms. All right, so that captain's hat, no bueno.
Oh, good.
Yeah, vanilla storms. Rest in rip.
And healing.
Oh no, way of the hero Goron Village, huh? I think not. And this means that Keg is absolutely required, so definitely one for maybe a Keg in Stone Tower Temple after all.
That single bottle eggs looking more.
Oh no. Fingers crossed for some bottles in PF. Like, where are they at this point?
Yeah, right? Harmony, Song of Healing, Lens of Truth, Goron.
So Gunzler here is going to do Day 2 Grave without Goron, so no easy way to get across. But fortunately, they don't have Garo Gibdo, so there's no reason to try and make your way back. So they can just soar out of here.
True. I mean, they have Lens of Truth. He wants to just go normal.
That's fair.
Why would you want to do that, though?
Lens is for weenies.
Yeah. What's the best Honey and Darling minigame, in your opinion?
Oh, absolutely this one.
Yeah, 100%.
Bomb skip ball, yeah.
This is my favorite minigame in the game.
Oh yeah. Archery one is just like, it's laggy and it's annoying, and then the bomb shoe bowling one is just stupid.
Yep, it's the worst. No hot takes here.
Mm-hmm. Boy, do I love Kakiri's sword.
Yeah, I was just watching. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. If only we could use sticks on them.
Yeah, if only.
Here we go.
It's our first treasure game.
Yep, it is, because Saria is the only one with Goron Mask.
Yep. A land title, dude.
Nice. Fortunately, they can only be traded in with Deku, so...
Maybe looking like some toilet paper.
Mm-hmm. Nothing there.
You got scammed, Saria.
I'm just thinking about what we have left, and I think, like it or not, these
Oh,
runners are gonna have to.
that is correct. Yeah, land title deed is traded as human.
Oh, that's
So,
right. It is human.
right,
Whoops.
yeah.
Whoops.
They're so easy to confuse.
Right. Deku is the only one. Is the one that he gives beans to. My bad. Yeah. Based on like what is left, I'm pretty sure like even with that Goron mask, like PF is pretty much like the only thing that's really left other than those 2 cafe letter checks, I guess. I'm trying to think what else there is right now, and I don't think there's a lot.
This is interesting to me, and I don't know if this is a hot take, but Saria opted to not do Hungry Goron and is instead grabbing a red potion, I assume, for Kome.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Hungry Goron is one that's like pretty contentious, I think, for a lot of runners. Saria actually, especially, I know, has called out Hungry Goron as one that they will always skip. So
I understand that, because the amount of times that Chandelier has trolled me.
The estimated time with these settings, if you're a top runner, seeds can be anywhere from like the absolute fastest is like an hour 40-ish, but those are really rare. And then at longest, it's like 3.5 hours maybe. Most top runners can usually clear every seed in under 3 hours, but sometimes you just get like nasty ones that go over 3.
Yeah.
For a first-time player, I'd say, depending on your familiarity with the game, anywhere from like maybe 5 to 7 hours.
We're missing one non-dungeon song, right?
It looks like I'm not sure what the song is like. We have Healing and Storms, which means all the rest of the songs we're missing. So, Eggs, Deku Palace, Mirror Shield, Temple Clear. Those are all, available right now. Yeah. I think I'm forgetting one. Oh yeah, Powder Keg Ranch. So yeah, we literally have Epona's Healing and Storms known about. So all of the other useful songs are not accessed yet.
I don't have it written down. Have we seen the Powder Keg anywhere?
No, we have not seen Powder Keg. And right now, my bet, personally, I'm thinking the Powder Keg is what is in Stone Tower Temple.
Seems likely.
Mm-hmm. What I'm thinking here is that, like, yeah, obviously Pirate's Fortress is kind of... We can tell, because we've seen basically everything at this point, but I think a lot of the runners are trying to avoid it until next cycle and hopefully find more bottles before they commit to it.
Yeah. I have no doubt about that. If one bottle eggs, man.
Bottle eggs is interesting. That's one that I personally have not played yet, but I've heard of them. I've heard of the legend of one bottle eggs.
It's bad. Let's see, on my notes here, how many foolish are there? I have 5.
There's 3 foolish. So we've seen Woodfall foolish, Path to Snowhead foolish. Yeah.
These are dead, not foolish.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Woodfall, Path to Snowhead, I believe is what we've seen. I can't remember if there's a third one. South Clocktown foolish. Yeah, so we have all 3 of our foolishes.
Yeah, okay. I just threw Dampe in there. Zelda, once, I mean, the 3-day cycle is like, you'll have like a set route, and then it gets screwed up if you get an item that requires a certain time in the cycle, but a lot of the time, runners will have like a route that doesn't even really, like the cycle is not something you worry about too much until you get something that screws up your route.
It's something that's like, oh my god, look at that angled backwalk from BC Guppy. What a pro. This guy's getting good so fast. Yeah, it's something that like, your first cycle especially, you want to orient yourself around the time-specific checks, and then basically after that, it's pretty freeform based on the items that you find. It is definitely an extra layer of difficulty upon the already, not exactly easy puzzle-solving elements of a randomizer.
Yeah.
So, Yeah,
And it
it's
can
definitely a
feel
barrier to
a
entry.
little overwhelming when you're first learning, but once you get a feel in your head for where all the checks are, it's pretty easy to start like slotting them in as you move.
Yeah. A lot of people will start with like OOT and then come over to MM and just be like overwhelmed by how much harder it is. But if you're familiar and you're comfortable with the timed nature of MM, then it's not that bad, but it's not exactly easy either.
If I was you and I was just getting starting with the randomizer, I would just get the randomizer, do a few runs with full casual settings, and then just play it out
Yep.
regardless of time until you get a feel for all the stuff.
Or you can do what I did and just enter a qual completely blindly, take like 5 hours and be like, oh, okay.
Well, you know, after watching you last night, Video James, you're looking pretty good for starting with a blind qual.
Oh, that was last year, so a year of practice can make a lot of difference.
A world of difference, yeah. Other than, you know, twin mold. But...
Well, you know, listen, sometimes RNG is a fickle mistress.
Yeah, twin mold was not being nice.
Gunsler's getting that cafe letter, night 3, or day 3 rather. So, XD, shoot it with an arrow. Shoot the bomb with an arrow. It's faster. XD. It just stands there silently for a second.
We should have a command for Season 2, Season 1 differences.
So there's a couple. I'm probably going to forget most of them. But Bank 500 is now a check. It is logically locked by 1 wallet, and Bank 1000 is now locked by 2 wallets. Underwater Ocarina is a thing. What else is there?
Keezy.
Keezy, yeah. So Dungeon Keezy, which means dungeons are way more important. And dipping dungeons, even if you don't have the required items to beat them, is a lot more of a viable strategy. And yeah, progressives as well, which has changed from Season 1.
Oh man, I've never played without progressives. That'd be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Season 1 was interesting when you just find double magic right away and you're like, oh, here we go. I can do anything.
Another Cafe Mask purchase. Although I don't think we've seen anyone do Cafe Mask yet.
Nope.
Sword bow, bombs, wallet, magic. That's it?
I believe so. Might be others.
Yeah.
Yeah, Great Fairy Sword is still something you can just find right away, but the sword on B, you'll always get Razor Sword and then Gilded Sword.
Ledge check here for BC Guppy.
Maybe BC Guppy going for Pirate's Fortress after all.
Great Fairy Sword is a C button sword that you get from getting all the fairies in the last dungeon in vanilla.
Yeah. It's big, it's very powerful, very useful.
And you haven't lived until you've tried to bomb hover with the Great Fairy Sword or Deku Sticks.
Oh no, that sounds awful.
It's... I mean, you get used to it eventually, but it's just very different muscle memory.
Right.
Oh yeah, the bow to sped up. That's my favorite thing.
Oh yeah, I remember when that first was a thing, I was mad. I was like, this is gonna be terrible. This is changing everything. No, it doesn't matter that much.
Oh, and the bank quality of life stuff is in this version,
Oh,
right?
yeah, faster bank, which like very nice.
Yeah, you just press R to donate max rupees.
Mm-hmm. Donate.
Doggy race without
No, we have Master Chief. We have Master Chief.
Oh yeah, we do. Okay. On the tracker, the colors were faded. And it looked like something.
Yeah, Gunsler's tracker has some chroma key stuff he's got to fix.
Yeah. Keaton Mask was just done, and I missed the reward.
It was nothing. Just a heart piece.
Classic.
Nothing on Dog Race either.
Oh yeah, and maps are now just...
So you can see stuff like, you can see the pirates in Pirate's Fortress on the map as like dots. Goron Race too. It's another one where you can see them. There's a couple others that are interesting.
A double kill for Saria.
Woo. That was an interesting day 2 grave exit.
That's the dream exit.
What a sound for the magic pickup.
I was looking at Gunzor's Gossip Stone and that snuck into my ears. Swamp Spider has his Bremen mask.
Oh no. Yeah, so there's a couple ways you can play Rando. You can play, obviously you can get a Z64 file and play an emulator, of which is like BizHawk, RetroArch, Project 64 are the common ones. And then you can also play on Dolphin with a WAD, but a lot of people will just play on BC with that WAD.
Oh yeah, Season 2 also had the pictograph upgrades where it no longer lags on an emulator, and it'll tell you what the photos are.
Dude, it's so nice. Like, now I just YOLO my pictographs now. It's just like, oh, yep, that's good. All right, cool.
Yeah, and I play on EMU, so like, the
that's
non-laggy
nice.
photo is really nice, because it would be like 3-4 seconds of just staring at a blank screen.
Hey, there's the other wallet.
Oh no.
Doggy racetrack. So let's hope for Seria's sake there's nothing required on Curiosity Shop.
Yeah. Yeah, LG's on cutscenes shortened is also my favorite thing. I got a lot of favorite things. Gunzor did save the bomb lady this cycle, right? Or sorry, BC Guppy.
Yes.
So looking to get enough rupees to maybe check the All Night.
Arrow Razor and Saria, I think, are the only ones going for Cafe Letter this cycle. You have to pay attention to the fact that healing was in way of the hero Goron Village, but there's so much else that I don't think it's that relevant.
Yeah. But you never know with the way of the hero stuff.
I think Gunzer's gonna go for Pirate's Fortress here.
About time somebody does. I need to know.
It's risky, but I think it's probably gonna pay out unless our progression is locked behind that second wallet. Well, yeah, that's true, Fox.
That is true, yeah. Because everything else is removed. Can we get an F for Blue Dog? Poor guy never stood a chance.
There's Decker. See what I mean?
Yup. That was the same chest Magic was in last night. That chest is the...
So we're down to Lights and Keg now. So if we find one of Lights and Keg, then Ice Arrows is going to be go mode.
Oh, there's the other sword.
Yeah, so the play was just go to PF for that single chest and then get the hell out.
Except for... Oh,
never mind.
Wow.
No, you stay.
Okay.
You check the three. You check. I'm wrong. I would have lost.
That is a really good Pirate's exterior. A sword upgrade, Deku mask, and Garo mask.
I completely forgot about Garo Gibdo for go mode. But now it's Keg or Light Arrows will be our go mode. Or sorry, we'll make Ice Arrows go mode.
Yeah, the quality of life stuff. It's like I tried to play vanilla recently, and it's not fun.
Namahan Season 2, let's go.
Even like just the mask swapping thing makes it's such a different experience.
I'm not sure if you know, Namaha was a Season 1 bracket participant as well, but hasn't been playing. Mostly got other priorities, such as being a top Ocarina of Time randomizer player. But
interesting. Yeah, Zelly, the you can swap to all the transformation masks other than Fierce Deity with the D-pad, and Ocarina is also on the D-pad, so much less menuing.
Let's see what else we got in Pirate's Fortress. No Goron mask for Gunzor, so won't be able to check sewers, but that Decker mask is huge. Unfortunately, though, I think that's going to stray them kind of far away from stage lights, so that might actually come back to bite them.
Yeah. When you have too many checks available to you, sometimes you'll miss the stuff that you really should have checked.
And Dog Race here, this is one of the many hilarious things about randomized sound effects, as you can hear.
Go in there as a Deku or Goron and watch the hilarity ensue.
Yeah, I'm not sure. What would you put on the D-pad for Childs? Maybe, not sure. No one can agree on what to put. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I don't know. There's not a lot that
I guess some possible candidates could be like maybe Lens, I guess, but that's kind of iffy.
Just put the masks.
Oh, you could equip your shield with the D-pad. That'd be funny. Yeah, like maybe
whatever trade mask you have. One for shield.
Big moment here. What's on Curiosity Shop? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Couples was the 1,000 rupee reward.
Oh, nice. Interesting.
And we have found both wallets.
Oh my god, that's so cool. You see what happened on Gunzor's screen there? That was so funny. I've never seen that.
That's purely swag.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it wastes time, actually.
The couples mask is in logic because we have both wallets.
Yep. Saria getting it without the second wallet because they've just done rupee redding really well, which again, I think rupee redding in season 2 is very important. So
yeah,
we're gonna be able to see what that is. I think Saria needs to wait an hour and a half for. No, it's not open yet. It's not open yet.
Rage.
Are you gonna wait, homie? Are you for real? Bro, it's probably faster to go talk to Oh no, Grandma doesn't advance time. Never mind.
Final day. She's not even there. Or she might be there. She leaves in the evening, I think.
Yeah. I guess Saria's just gonna wait. But I think Guppy's gonna check it. Yeah, Saria saying this is a waste of time.
Get me out of here.
But on Guppy's side, at least,
we'll know the truth.
But I think, based on this Pirate's Fortress, I think Deku Palace, Woodfall. Well, Woodfall is foolish, but how did Gunzor not get caught there?
Second bottle. It's the red potion one, which is going to make those required eggs significantly less painful.
Definitely. Guppy's thinking. Guppy's thinking. We still haven't seen those other 2 cafe letter checks, by the way.
Oh yeah, we're about there too. Second bottle already.
An hour 11 in? I don't know if I'd say already. More of a finally kind of situation.
Yeah. And at this point, I'm hoping for more than 2.
3 is plenty. 3 is enough.
Yeah. 3 is where it's comfortable. 4 is where it's...
Yeah, spicy. Underwater Ocarina, though, 2-bottle PR is not that bad, but
yeah,
I'd still really rather do it in 1. And here's another example of hilarious randomized sound effects.
Oh.
Bro, just wait till we get to, like, Gecko Fight in Woodfall Temple. It's amazing.
We're getting a trade of the title deed, the swamp title deed. Bomb shoes. Did we ever see what was on the ledge? I assume it was nothing.
Looks like it's nothing. Gunzor's not getting it.
Yeah. A little bit of levity. Each of the Deku screams in horror as you take him out with the bow. Or laughs. What sound effect is that?
Not even sure. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
That's so tragic.
Gunzor is gonna do Deku Palace, it looks like.
Yeah. So, I mean, we already seen some of the checks on Air Razor's side, but we'll get to see what the song is. So unless it's Oath, we'll finally have a temple. Well, Oath or Elegy, I guess, would be the ones that wouldn't logically be accessible, but those other three.
Yeah. My notes here. What was Butler? We have that. We've seen that up from a Gossip Stone.
Butler's Letter to Mama.
Yeah. Oof.
Big oof. Yeah, the second bottle might be nice for Saria to finally go PF. And if they do, I think Saria is actually in a huge advantage just because of having that Goron mask.
Yeah, that's very, very true. Gunzor tried to recoil over the Deku's, blew himself up, and then died in the swamp water. Gunzor having a big oof moment.
Rest and rip.
Yeah, Kat, like I was saying, I would not have gone back for stage lights at that point. Easy check to miss.
Hmm?
Yeah, Deku Mask was in the Pirate Fortress underwater exterior chests.
And we're just looking for Keg light arrows and ice arrows at this point. And two of those three could be in Stone Tower Temple.
I think the only situation, Kat, where I would have done it is if I had gone and done the like first, and then I had fire arrows when I went to check Zora Cape.
Yeah, which
is probably how I would have played it. But
yeah, I generally think it's good to go for the hookshot cape chests first, and then go over to Hall.
Yeah.
Unless I have a cape wave of the hero, in which case, what I will do is I will go for the grotto, then the underwater chest, hit the owl void out, and then I'll do the hookshot chests and like, and then beavers last.
I like that.
Yeah. If I don't have anything by the time I'm done everything else, then I'll do beavers.
Arrow must have not liked that hint because it blew up the Gossip Stone afterwards.
Oh no. Was that the Swamp Spider House, Bremen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think the play from Saria was very odd to go back specifically for stage lights, but
worked out.
Yep. So we don't even joke about that.
Once Saria finally gets turned into a Pirate Fortress too, that's all 3 transformation masks.
Yeah, I'm thinking Saria is probably going to be the first one with all 3 just because of that Goron, but
yeah,
we'll see. We're about to find out what the DP song is.
This particular little backflip onto this ledge, I am so bad at.
It took me a while to get this consistent. There's a very specific spot where it works. So yeah, I'd say just eventually you kind of get a feeling for where it belongs.
Just gotta practice it more. Yeah, spin attack was staff room. Big magic and silver rupee. Okay.
So, unfortunately, Cafe Letter not playing out, but I don't think Saria ended up losing anything for scumming Blast Mass Lady.
It was Sonata. Vanilla nice. Sonata.
So, hey, we can go to Woofall Temple right now, and I think that's a really good play. I think Gunzer's probably figuring that's where Goron Mask is, but we know that's not the truth.
Well, the knowledge we have, you think doing it this late?
Maybe not.
Well,
this late in the cycle, maybe not, but definitely reset and go clear that temple as soon as you can, because that's a healthy number of checks.
Although, man, if you played your cards right and you cleared it quick enough, getting the letter to Mama from Butler Race, and you had just enough time to go trade it.
Well, you'll need to invert, because you need to hand in to the postman. You need to hand in the letter with at least 3 hours left on the clock. Yeah, Woodfall is the last foolish. So Woodfall is nothing, but Woodfall Temple is fair game.
Yeah.
I think Gunzer's just going to do, like, end of cycle stuff, and then maybe go Woodfall Temple.
Elegy on Blue Orb? Maybe. I wonder if Sarah's gonna opt to do eggs.
Oh,
Right now.
they're definitely heading in the direction of Pirate's Fortress. We'll see if they bail after getting that Deku mask.
I didn't even realize BC Guppy has started eggs.
Mm-hmm. So it's looking like Arrow Razor's the only one now who will not have Deku mask.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, Saria skips this. Pulls the Epic Yoshi Gambit.
Please, no. Don't. No. Go back in the water.
I think Saria might at least start eggs, but interestingly enough, Saria is going to be the only one who's able to check sewers as well. So that's another handful
Very
of checks.
True. Very true. The hand sound effect when you give it the toilet paper is one of my favorite in the game. Yay! Okay, Sarah is gonna check the chests. Thank goodness.
There's a couple ways you can route exterior, and the bottom line is that they're all about the same amount of time, so it doesn't really matter what order you do them in.
Yeah, I didn't see any issue with hitting the Goron button first because you have to jump back in the water anyway.
Yeah, and you can just
Gilded sword.
Gilded
That's
sword looks
nice.
so beautiful. Yeah, if you just go straight for the button, then the boat cycles work out that you can just get there immediately without having to wait. So it's a Deku mask. Alright, let's see what's in sewers.
Ice analogy away from the tower, away the hero.
Yeah, so if we technically we can go, if we have elegy, we can go do Stone Tower right now, but obviously we're gonna want to look for ice arrows first.
Yeah, and Alkaline Sonata was vanilla. We have Sonata.
If the Sonata is on DP and then Temple Clear is like Lullaby, then oh man, you want to go do Snowhead as soon as you can. It's looking like exterior, or rather interior didn't have much, so
Perhaps sewers will gift us.
we'll see. 3 really quick checks here. And then we'll hopefully see a Woodfall Temple from at least one of the runners soon.
If I'm Gunzer, that's probably what I'm thinking.
Gunzer's gonna rush Cafe Letter first, which is fine.
Yeah. 20
Nothing-
rupees, 20 rupees, and can we go for the 3-peat? Ice arrow.
Ooh.
That's
Alright.
that's huge because that's Goron locked.
Yeah, so now you can do a bunch of stuff. You can go check Castle Song. Well, no, you can't. You don't have a keg or light arrows. So depending where Elegy is, you could go to Stone Tower right now, or you could probably do eggs first and hope that it's Elegy, or you can just kind of like hunt for keg and light arrows elsewhere.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. And again, Saria is the only one with Goron Mask here, so they'll be at a huge advantage now. Because their go mode, if they find lights or keg now, then they are just straight up in go mode.
Yeah. I think what Sarah's probably going to opt for is grab eggs and then probably head to Deku Palace since they just got a Deku mask.
Deku Palace and then chase, go do Woodfall.
Yeah. That seems the most logical course.
Although now you have, you do have Icona checks in Logic. Obviously no shrine yet. That's another area. This is such a, Saria, what are you? I've never seen this setup for getting into this window here. Have you ever seen what Skyward does for this? He'll like line himself along with the ledge, backflip off it, and then drift forward and grab the ledge in the windowsill. It's so cool.
I have not seen that setup. I've not seen this setup either, though.
Yeah, no, I've never seen this before. I just go for the usual jump/recoil that most people go for.
You see Guppy also now picking up Sonata.
Yeah, this is probably way harder with Gilded. You're absolutely right. Kind of like with Tunnel Jump. Yeah, I don't know. The jump/recoil is really easy, so I've never questioned it.
Looks like BC Guppy is heading to do Woodfall Temple, so we'll get some info there. I wonder if BC Guppy got the stone that said Woodfall Foolish.
There you go, Saria.
Nailed it.
The Woodfall Foolish was on the way to Graveyard, which I believe BC Guppy has done already, so...
Yeah,
but they're still checking.
Opening the chest, so...
But this one I can understand because it's so fast, but...
Hook shot, the other one's not too bad. Maybe just ignore the third one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It is important to know that if you're not checking chests in Woodfall, it's actually faster to go around the other way. I'm not sure if BC Guppy knows that.
Here's not.
Because, like, you'd think that, like, hookshotting the chest and going over this way is fast, but you have so many different, like, Deku, whatever scrubs to kill.
Yeah. Deku and Ice and Garo Mask were in Pirate Fortress in various chests. Deku and Garo in exterior, Ice in the sewers.
Guns are clipping the ledge a little bit there. Yeah, so PF had Deku Mask, Garo Mask, and Ice Arrows.
Yep. Nuts. And Pen and Memories, so you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. Bro, by the way, loving the maroon Zora that Saria's got going on.
I like it. I might have to steal it. I usually play with like a more bright red. But I kind of feeling it. Two out of 7, baby.
Gunsor doing the faster way of getting around Woodfall. Right, here we go. BC Guppy's going into... They're both going into Woodfall, I think, so we should get some good information. If it's not this, then at the very least, we might get another temple song to do.
Yeah. Dude, I can't blame you for not like wanting to do Pirate Fortress without more bottles. In this particular instance, is that the largest bomb bag?
Yes, it is. I can't remember where the first bomb bag was, but I remember Bean Salesman had the other one.
Yeah, those are the only two I remember seeing.
The first bottle was Graveyard Grotto, which had Chateau. Ledge was, I'm pretty sure it was a heart piece. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw a heart piece on it.
Or cape.
Zora Cape had fire arrows, yeah. And Captain's Hat as well. Which, technically Captain's Hat is not required. Well, maybe it is if Pamela ends up being something, but more than anything, it's information. And even if song items don't lead to anything, it's nice to have the song information, which I think is one of the most powerful things you can have in this game.
Yeah.
Also Picto in Woodfall. I don't recall what the sometimes hints were. I know we had a gossips hint, but I don't remember if we've seen it the other one.
I don't recall either.
Yeah, because like now we have the implication of maybe seahorses, but you never know. So yeah, Stone Tower Temple is one of those two. Not really any evidence one way or the other. It could be either. Because we have Mirror Shield, Light Arrows are a likely candidate. But I think it's honestly close to a 50-50 at this point. Oh yeah, Fisherman Game was our other sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this would be a seed where I do seahorses.
Yeah. It would be, I guess not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little awkward to finish off Zorags and come back and do seahorses later, but...
Alright, here we go. Keg is going to be in Stone Tower Temple Compass Chest, which gives you Lullaby to get Light Arrows in Springtime Waterfall Chest. That is my call. That is my prediction.
You've had a pretty good track record so far.
We'll see how long this luck lasts.
But yeah, I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, Chip. So Stone Tower Temple. I guess I can talk since we're not really seeing anything new here. I can talk about Stone Tower Temple. So Stone Tower Temple refers to both uninverted Stone Tower Temple and inverted Stone Tower Temple, but it does not include the 3 chests that are locked by a beam in Stone Tower. That specifically is the region called Stone Tower. So if you ever see Stone Tower Foolish, it's specifically referring to those 3 chests once you invert the temple and then you plant the beam. But everything else, everything inside the temple is just one collective Stone Tower Temple. And I guess I can talk about the logic a little bit too. Oh, hey, there's Light Arrows. All right, BC Guppy needs Goron Mask, and then they're in Go mode. Well, sorry, Goron Mask and then Ice Arrows, sorry. But that is no mode for everyone else. So yeah, we have Light Arrows now. As soon as Saria goes to Woodfall, they will be in Go mode. Yeah, so it's Keg and Stone Tower Temple, and now it can be in either inverted or uninverted. So yeah, I'll talk about the logic of Stone Tower Temple really quick. So, uninverted Stone Tower Temple, obviously you need Epona's Song, you need Hookshot, Garo Gibdo, you need Bow, Magic, Ice Arrows, and you need Zora and Goron to logically climb Stone Tower Temple. Getting into the temple requires Elegy as well. Once you're in the temple, there's one chest that is available with no extra requirements. There are 2 chests that are locked by either Light Arrows or a combination of Mirror Shield and Bombs. There's one chest that is locked only by Mirror Shield or Light Arrows. And then there's one chest that is locked by either Light Arrows or a combination of Mirror Shield and Deku Mask. There's Elegy, so BC Guppy can go to Stone Tower right now and find that Keg. But they don't have Ice Arrows, so that's actually pretty big information. They don't have Ice Arrows and they don't have Goron Mask, so they don't have to go to Stone Tower thinking that either of those items are there. So they can rule out quite a few things. We found, you're back, we found Light Arrows. I'm not sure if you saw.
Oh, where were they?
They were Woodfall map chests.
Okay, okay.
So BC Guppy has those, so now it's just a question of when does Saria want to go to Woodfall, and I think it's going to be right after finishing eggs, because there's not much left.
Yeah. What song was the...
Temple
Elegy,
Clear was Elegy, yeah. At this point, it doesn't really matter. It's just finish up your songs.
Yeah,
I
was just curious if it was another dungeon we might see next.
So I think Saria's in a prime position, even though everybody else has gotten like Woodfall getting light arrows. Saria's the only one with Goron Mask, so I think Saria's in the most prime position to finish first. Yeah, fortunately, everybody else is going to be wasting time looking for that Goron Mask.
The cruel reality of a randomizer is it's always in that one check that you just skipped.
Yep.
Ooh, we've got a bet going. Predict where it is.
Where's the Keg and Stone Tower Temple? Normal or inverted? I guess if Restreamer is alive, we can do a bet for... I guess that's too few checks to really do a bet for. Goron Mask was on Zora Hall stage lights.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess continuing the kind of discussion on logic and Stone Tower Temple. Inverted Stone Tower Temple, obviously you need light arrows to flip the temple in the first place, and then every single check is locked by Deku logically, because you need to get past Updraft Room. But other than that, there's no additional requirements. You just need light arrows and Deku in order to get the stuff in Inverted Stone Tower Temple. Yeah, I agree. The prediction's probably better.
Yeah, I like the prediction as well.
Time to dump all of my points into Big Gamba.
Yeah, I also big gambit. What is there a what's the payout ratio?
Oh, right now it's 46-54, but nope, people are putting a lot of money on normal.
I've dumped all my points into normal.
Only refund if I lose.
Oh, hello, the realist Yoshi. How is there not a Keg W emote?
There is.
Ah, see?
It's Jess's masterpiece. So, yeah, I think at this point we're kind of just waiting for Saria to finish eggs, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Thankfully, we have at least 2 bottles, so. Oh no, BC Guppy, you're so close. Please go to home.
He's right there.
No, he canceled.
Wait.
Oh, he's a genius. BC Guppy just needs to go to sewers, and he's in go mode.
Oh wow.
And I mean, he's got to go back to Pirate's Fortress anyway, so.
What a turn. Did BC Guppy get the second bottle? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. He has 2 eggs right now, so.
Yeah, okay. So not super far behind.
Mm-hmm. So Guppy's like, oh man, where are you gonna go? So now thinking about what does Goron actually get you right now? Gets you chest minigame, gets you obviously Baby Song, Hungry Goron, Pat the Snowhead, which is foolish, and it gets you sewers. So BC Guppy shouldn't be too far from checking.
Yeah, Punch Rock, true, yeah.
And Punch Rock. Yep. Which might be what Guppy's doing. So as soon as they go for sewers, it's kind of a question of like, how soon does Saria go for Woodfall Temple versus when does Guppy go for sewers? Because
what Guppy's doing right now.
I think they're checking Toilet Hand.
He just put the letter to cafe in the mailbox. So I don't. Does he have a deed?
I think so. Oh no, Midnight Meeting. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Didn't even recognize that they had set this up, but
yeah. Piece of heart. Looks like he's not immediately going to check the Pirate Fortress sewers yet.
Well, we'll see. BC Guppy's soaring, so who knows? Maybe the thought process is just finish up eggs. Yeah.
Oh, he went. Yep.
So if Guppy doesn't check sewers here, he's a fool. The problem is that Saria is, I think, done with eggs now. So
yeah,
it's gonna be a race to see how soon does Saria go for Woodfall Temple, because Yeah.
If this is like, if this is Lullaby, she might opt to go. They might go to.
For Snowhead first, which would unfortunately be a waste of time. But I mean, it's still progression, so it's not going to be that huge of a waste of time. But yeah, Guppy's still got another Pirate's Fortress trip and 2 trips to Pinnacle Rock. So
Oh, okay.
What was it?
It was Oath.
Oath. Okay. So I think
You have to be going to Woodfall, right?
Saria's probably, Deku Palace, yep. Woodfall. Okay, so I think that means that Saria, barring some catastrophe, Saria should finish first on Restream then.
Yeah.
No, they pull up. I'm actually not going to call this specific person out, but there was somebody last season who skipped Woodfall map chest in a bracket race. But I'll keep their name anonymous and let chat try and remember who it was. Yeah, Saria needs light arrows, but where are they going? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
Saria, you were on the right path. No!
Remembered something, maybe? Oh. Bro. I thought Saria already did this.
Well, Saria save scummed this and then never checked Curiosity Shop.
Oh,
so
no.
They're probably just bulletproofing, which is fine. I kind of
agree with fair. This. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought to do it.
Yeah. So I think this might actually be pretty close between Guppy and Saria, but I still think Saria just has a little bit of the upper hand.
Especially, yeah.
Guppy's going to interior first, but they should check sewers afterwards. They did hit the switch, so it's just a matter of getting the 2 eggs, getting caught, and then you can go right for sewers.
Yeah, and the timing worked out really well for Saria to just hop over here, do it, and then go to Woodfall? Maybe Gossip Stones?
Well, that's hinted, so no. Oh, they're checking Kamara.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, now's the time. Fun fact, Jess and I will yell at you if you do what Saria just did. You don't actually need to step all the way into the circle of rocks. Play Song of Healing. You can do it from outside as long as you hear like the little jingle when you pull out Ocarina. It'll work.
Yeah.
Pretty much, I just like jump towards the mushroom, roll once, and then I'm like, all right, I can pull out Ocarina now.
Little things. I mean, last night's race was 2 seconds between first and second.
Yeah. Oh, don't slow Mega Lol, Saria. Saria is a very good MMR player.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're going for Deku Palace now, so they're on their way. They are on the path to victory right now.
I wonder, I don't know if this is a well-known trick, but you can flip off the lily pad as Zora and climb up straight to the flower.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people will do is just backflip onto the lily pad as Zora and then just kind of wing it, because that jump is so much more lenient if you have Zora.
Also, I didn't realize that Saria didn't have Sonata yet.
Yeah, but they're about to get it. They're going to Deku Palace right now. They just prioritized finishing eggs first.
So it's closer than I was giving it credit for, because for some reason I thought Saria had already picked up the Sonata earlier. Doesn't make any sense. Those are doing Shrine.
Yeah, interesting. I can understand this if you have lights and not really any indication of where Gora Mask is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we know that it's just a waste of time. So here is going to be go mode for BC Guppy.
Around the corner, I think.
Unfortunately, I think with the 2 trips Guppy has to make to Pinnacle Rock, I think Saria's still got the upper hand, but we'll see. Still got to do all of Deku Palace, or the rest of Deku Palace, and then most of Woodfall, because usually you check map chest last, unless you do like a weird route. Which I mean, I wouldn't put it past Saria at this point. They have some interesting choices that just happen to work out. So
I will say as well, it probably won't be incredibly relevant, but Saria does have Gilded, whereas BC Guppy's only got the Razor Sword.
Do they both have FD? Yeah.
Oh
so
yeah,
it's
they
only
do. We got that early.
yeah. So it's only really gonna matter for like Wizrobe and Gomez, but I don't think it's pretty negligible. I think, unless you're Vidya James and you die to Gomez, but you know. No, so the line of sight thing happens at nighttime in Deku Palace. That's a thing in vanilla. Unless you put Stone Mask on. If you put Stone Mask on, they disappear. Very interesting.
Super weird.
And Arrow Razor also going for Secret Shrine. Nice gold dust bait. I mean, that is another bottle.
True. It's a one whole less trip.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see here. I think the deciding point is like the song on. I actually think BC Guppy might be in the lead, given the amount of time it takes to do 2 trips to Pinnacle Rock. We'll know as soon as like when BC Guppy gets the song on Eggs or when Saria gets the song on Temple Clear. That's when we'll know for sure who's in the lead.
Yeah.
Bro, we gotta stop with these jets. Every single qual so far has been a ridiculous jet. I don't know when it's gonna stop. Dude, room key. Oh my god, Shrine is so much bait. Oh my god, I just realized we're about to get the Gecko fight for Saria. It's gonna be incredible.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, see, what would have been interesting is if Stone Tower Temple wasn't hinted Way of the Hero. That would have made this seed 1,000 times more interesting, I think. Just a lone Keg and Stone Tower Temple for your go mode. Though, based on song distribution, I guess it's likely that you go to Stone Tower Temple somewhat soon, though I think a lot of people would opt for Shrine first.
Yeah. I definitely would opt for that, probably.
Qual 2. Trying to remember. I know I did really bad in Qual 2.
Zoe, did you see last night? It was a jet and a casino seed. A little bit, at least.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm not sure I would call a 50-50 on songs so much a casino. I'd say that's more just, I don't know, that sounds like a regular MM thing to me.
At least when the last song I grabbed, there were 3 songs that were in contention for.
I guess so.
Still don't know if it justifies a casino, but
I can understand it. So yeah, I think actually BC Guppy is going to be just slightly ahead of Saria here. We've got one more trip to Pinnacle Rock, grab 1 egg.
yeah.
But it's going to be close, I think. Is that the menu noise? That's so weird.
Yeah.
Gunzer's checking this song. Unfortunately, because Goron Mask is Ice Air is locked by Goron Mask, we know that this song will not lead to Goron Mask. Gunzer doesn't know that, so unfortunately, if they follow this song, they might be led astray somewhat. Oh, that's true. I forgot about the Mirror Shield. Was I the only one on Restream who got Mirror Shield last night?
Yeah, you were.
God, what great bait was that?
It was incredible.
That's New Way Bossa Nova. So that means Keg has to be Lullaby, so no potential Lullaby bait. I mean, at that point, it's not going to be, but boom. Yeah, so it looks like BC Guppy is indeed going to finish eggs first. So
Yeah.
should have a victory on restream unless some catastrophe happens.
I do like, at least personally, when Snowhead is like your go mode last dungeon. So fast.
It is very fast. Woodfall and Snowhead are both very fast, and then honestly, ISTT is pretty quick too.
True, yeah, yeah. The
So,
only
yeah.
one is Great Bay.
I wonder actually, can Saria, if one of them between Guppy and Saria, one of them might choose to do inverted first, and one might choose to do uninverted, and that might swing the tide depending on where Keg is. Though I think, in my opinion, if you know that Stone Tower is way of the hero, you always do ISTT first if you have light arrows.
Yeah, I think.
Well, light arrows and Deku. Here we go. There's just so much going on in that fight. There's like a billion different sound effects.
I love it. And then you get the frog at the end, icing on the cake.
The frog's the Lizalfos.
Oh, Lizalfos, yeah.
Or I guess they're Dinalfos in this game. I don't know.
Yeah. Do they make a different sound? I haven't played OOT in ages, so I don't ever see.
Same sound.
Oh, Gunzor has Bomber Notebook. Rip.
Yeah, I think that was in Shrine. I can't remember.
Guess we'll see if Era has it.
So yeah, BC Guppy on their way to Stone Tower Temple for that last keg. Should be able to finish this cycle. And here's going to be go mode for Saria. Or I guess you would refer to it as no mode, because you don't have keg yet. But come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said before, it's a little unfortunate for Saria that map chest is usually, or not map chest, bow chest is usually the one you check last, but regardless, they are in go mode and should get a decent finish here. And yeah, Guppy doesn't have to do anything here. They can just clear Stone Tower Temple. If it's not there, just go back to uninverted, get the castle song. Doesn't really matter what order you do them in, but I think you do ISTT first.
I agree with that.
My personal prediction now for the specific chest it's going to be in is going to be the Elegy Switch one, where there's like the Death Armos and you gotta...
The maze?
Yeah, the maze. You gotta hit the switch and reduce the flames. I've seen Keg in that chest before.
Igor chest.
Yeah, Guppy doesn't have a ton of hearts, so they're picking up a fairy. This is a good safety strat. If only I had thought of that one.
Yeah.
If only I had thought of that one. No, I'm in the camp of you never need a fairy.
Get good.
Yeah. Whoa! Where you going, bud?
He liked that slope so much, just wanted to do it again.
It's so slow if you don't have spikes, though. Yeah, it's probably going to be a while before Gunzor and Arrow Razor find that Goron mask.
It's one of those checks that's really easy to leave behind, and then...
Has Gunzor not done Observatory till now?
What bow did Gunzor end up getting?
I don't know.
The item in the box doesn't update when you pick it up, right? So I think he might have done it. Because you're not checking it.
Well, it was a quiver, so it means he already, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he did check it. Oh, he might just be checking the scrub, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Which, unfortunately, is, I think, a piece of heart.
Yeah, but at this point, everything is just like a one-off check.
Yeah, you just have to. They'll both probably get to the stage lights eventually.
Yeah, we're lucky that ice arrows are behind Goron Mask, because otherwise that introduces a whole new pile of bait with stuff in Icona.
I'm glad I agree 100%. Elegy makes Stone Tower climb from like the worst thing into like not so bad.
Yeah.
Although the amount of times I've been trolled by flaming keys makes me want to pull my hair out.
Nuppy's going for uninverted first. This might cause a little bit of a divergence if Saria opts to go, although I think... I'm not sure. If Saria goes for uninverted first and Keg's an uninverted, then that might actually just swing it back in Saria's favor. Or at least make it a much closer race. And then after that, it's just an execution race for the finish with the last 3 temples.
Yep.
See. I guess the argument for doing uninverted Stone Tower first is that it's technically less far into logic, kind of. And there are more checks. I think there's 4 checks in inverted and 5 in uninverted. So you have 1 more check in uninverted. That's the argument for doing uninverted first. But the argument for doing inverted first is that you need to do it anyway. And if Keg is on the way, then you don't need to waste your time with uninverted. Nice use of the Garo Mask there of Saria to backwalk through the Redeads.
Didn't realize Saria was going into the Iconic Castle first. Cool.
Again, it doesn't really matter what order you do this in, although some people would say it's better to do this after you clear Stone Tower Temple, because it's just like, then you can just soar out. You don't have to waste a soar going back to Icona or leaving Castle.
Yeah. Still nothing on BC Guppy's side.
So it's either in inverted or it's in light arrow chest. And I'm thinking now, if Saria goes for if it's not in light arrow chest and Saria goes for uninverted first or for inverted first, then I think that might actually swing the race back in Saria's favor. Oh, Guppy's not even gonna go for light arrow chest. Big Gamba, big Gamba.
Hard choice to make.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if you're gonna commit to uninverted, you go for light arrow chest, but
yeah, probably. But it could pay off.
It could. But now it changes things, because if Saria goes for uninverted first and does do light arrow chest, then I'm just trying to make this interesting, because it's looking like these. Yeah.
It still isn't, especially if it is light arrow chest.
Mm-hmm. We will see. Yeah, it's a very interesting route, I think, though. I mean, I guess another argument for uninverted is that it's faster. Like, those chests are pretty fast. Like, 4 really fast chests is hard to argue with, but again, you need to do inverted no matter what. So I think it's better to just check these chests first.
Yeah, the bridge is gonna get us the song from Romani on day 1, but we already know it's Lullaby.
Mm-hmm. Still no sign of Goron Mask from either of the other two racers, unfortunately.
There's an ocean tunnel.
Ooh, that could be it, actually.
Yeah, actually.
So I guess what Guppy has to do now, if you don't find Keg here, is after you clear the temple, just go check Ocean Deed real quick and then soar back to Stone Tower. Hey, congrats on finishing first, I don't know, with a 159.
Ooh,
That is
good time.
quite the finish. And yeah, with how easily accessible everything was, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, just make the right choices early on.
So I know for a fact Matt does Observatory Opener, so they probably got the bow right away and then got magic and fire arrows and probably got Goron Mask extremely early.
Yeah.
Able to do it on their first trip to Cape to Hall.
Here comes your call.
Yeah, let's see. Does Guppy know the lore? Yeah, okay. So you stand on this corner, you hookshot the front of the chest, and then you can just mash A and get it without having to play Elegy. Boom,
there it
baby!
We're
2
gonna
for
be
2 on
convinced
my
you really are
calls.
psychic.
Yeah. I promise I'm not watching anybody else's stream.
But you know what? You'd have to have another. I got 4 screens already. You know, I can't watch another one.
And yeah, Guppy is now in go mode. And because of the time they spent doing uninverted Stone Tower, Saria is able to catch up just a little bit. I don't think it's going to end up mattering, but yeah. No, my points, my fake internet points.
Oh, right. No.
Oh, that's a good point, actually, Chimp. Saria will need to reset their cycle in order to check Keg Song, whereas Guppy will be able to do it, assuming Twin Mold isn't a disaster. Guppy going for the quick spin strat.
Twin Mold's never a disaster.
Of course not. Well, if you have FD, it's pretty easy. I wonder, will Guppy go for the 1 cycle? Has he learned that yet? So like I said, dude, Guppy's very new onto the scene, but they've so quickly gotten very, very good.
It's a pretty impressive performance.
Mm-hmm. I think with that win from, I don't know, that actually might put them into first place in the leaderboard overall. Just barely, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll just skyrocket, I don't know, into first place.
All in on red.
So yeah, I'm interested to see how the standings change after this race. Because obviously BC Guppy's going to have a great finish and get maybe pass up into 4th place. We'll see.
Do you have a link for the standings, people?
Oh yeah, I can link it right now in chat if you guys want. There you go. As a reminder, there are 7 calls that you're allowed to enter, and your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th best races are the ones that count for your score. And top 32 makes it into bracket, so everybody on the first page is in a bracket spot currently. And a reminder, there are some people who have only entered 1 race, so it looks like they have 0 points, but they are sorted by best time, and I do believe that is the tiebreaker, although I don't think it should matter. I would hope that everybody who makes bracket plays at least 4 races.
But I thought they were taking the top time out, so you need to play 4. They need
you need to play 4. Your best race is not counted, no matter what. So if you only play 2 races, it's just your 2nd best.
Looking like a pretty decent Twin Mold. At least from the bit I've watched.
Guppy went for the 1 cycle, unfortunately didn't get it, but Blue is almost dead, and then just kind of trade hits between the 2. Yeah, there's Blue down, so... Of course, Guppy still needs to do GBT and Snowhead, so... And also check the Keg Song, so there is quite a bit of time left.
And he decides Saria did choose to go do Iconic Cancel first, so he's gotta hit that too.
Oh, that's true, yeah. That actually,
It's a lot closer than it looks.
Yeah. Yeah, the only other thing is that Saria will have to reset.
Yeah.
But I think that's not like a terrible amount of time. So it's still pretty close, honestly. Ah, jeez, Riley. It's okay. You're making big bank. It's fine. Riley getting paid 2021. Maybe you can eventually buy a Wii with that money, Riley. You can.
When mold defeated.
Oh, Saria doesn't know the lore. I'm gonna have to yell at them during your next multi-world. Homie, you can just hookshot it. And that's actual go mode for Saria now as well. Yeah, Matt is one of the best MMR players overall, so it's not shocking. They were first place in qualifiers last year, and very decent shot of being first. It's between, I don't know, and Jess for first place. With the four amazing races that, I don't know, has had so far, it's hard to see them any less than second seed at this point. Can't you get a Wii for like $50? I don't know what the market's like in New Brunswick. Hard to say in Riley's case.
Lucky catch one at a thrift shop or something.
Garbage. Oh no, Saria, don't run out of health.
Saria, I don't think picked up a fairy either.
Oh, that's right, Guppy has a fairy, but probably not going to need it now.
Probably not.
Yeah, I still think Guppy's in the lead here, because this fight won't take very long. But it is going to be fun to watch them race to the finish. And I think both of them have the execution to, make this interesting for the last couple temples. Ice arrows were in sewers. Spec. No, Guppy got a keg. Guppy has keg. Guppy and Saria are both in go mode. The only thing is Guppy wasted time doing uninverted stone tower. Yeah, and
a lot closer.
I'm sure a lot of people know this already, but there are certain, most enemies in MM have some kind of weakness. Egos' weakness is Deku Bubbles, which do the same amount of damage as Great Fairy Sword. So if you don't have Great Fairy or Gilded, it's faster to just stun him and use Deku Bubbles. But yeah, it's looking like Guppy will be finishing the Elegy song and then just be able to check. This is just good reading on Guppy's part. They reset before they went to Stone Tower, so they're able to check Keg right now.
Makes a lot of sense, because we knew Keg would be there.
Alright, catch you around, Riley.
One mode being rude. I like that pivot to the Fierce Deity for Saria when it's coming at you in a straight line like that.
Yeah, the way Twin Mold works is if you go for the one cycle with FD, it's faster, but assuming you have perfect aim, arrows are faster otherwise. So some players will just opt to do aiming. Even if they have FD, they'll still aim for it. But if you have FD, technically it's faster to do the one cycle on blue and then hope that you get the one cycle on red afterwards. But it mostly just comes down to personal preference, I find.
And aim.
Yeah. I mean, if you're playing on VC and your name isn't Jess or I don't know, then you're probably better off using FD.
Yep. Still waiting on them to go back and just check it. Arrow Razor is at least in the area, so maybe it'll cross his mind.
You remind me where Magic was? I don't remember. I know one of them was on Cafe Lighter, but that wasn't the first one people got.
Oh, Tingle sold it.
Tingle? Okay, yeah.
Tingle.
Yeah, so realistically, what you want to do is do Observatory and Road to Swamp before you go... Hey, there's GFS. Before you go to Cape. So that way you can get fire arrows right away, and then you have Goron extremely early.
Yeah, and Zora Mask was also in there, so you would go to Cape with
Yeah,
Zora Mask and
exactly.
arrows, magic. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anyone's saying we agree to orphan it, but it happens, and that's one of the easier ones to...
Especially if you've got other stuff, like you've got access to Woodfall and then a lot of other stuff that's much more dense than going back to Hall for a single check. It's unfortunate we never found Mountain Title Deed, although I guess it wouldn't have mattered with no Goron, so yeah, there's no real good time to go back to Hall. Unless maybe you go for a GBT dip, but Egos had what? Nova? So yeah, so not really a reason to go back to that area ever. Hey, that's a damage boost, Saria.
Banned.
That's banned. Like, actually, though, they gain time from that. I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna be like, that's illegal, but... Come on, bro.
Barring some disasters, it looks like BC Guppy's probably gonna take this.
Yep. Oh no, not the day transition while you're... Oh no, now the bows are coming. Uh-oh. You're fine, just walk it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Second
Michi
place.
With a wow, that's huge for Michi.
Congrats, GG.
It's interesting with the extremely fast finish of I don't know versus second place and everybody else who's gonna finish. That's gonna be an insane point total for I don't know. It might even top his already insane 1,051 points, which I believe was Qual 1. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, that's extremely good for, I don't know. Which means that he's probably going to get a mid 1,000 point score actually count for his point total.
Oh, because two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Bro Tinderdos has a 1058, but we don't know what the points are going to be yet, because the points are calculated based on the top 20% of racers. So we need to wait for that first 20% to finish before we know how many points anybody gets. And today's race had 27 people, so that is like the first 5 people. We need at least 5 people to finish before any of the scores can be known.
I have to imagine Razor's gonna be swinging over. It looks like he's picking up all the kind of auxiliary checks that are left here.
Yes.
I have to imagine we'll get it here real soon.
The classic 2-hour coast fish check. Yeah, the longer the top 5 take to finish, the better it is for the people who finish early, because it means their points are going to be even better. Oh, Guppy going for the punches on the Wizrobe there. That's, wow, what a gamer.
Eris last night got the quick kill with the punches.
Yeah.
I guess there's a bit of good news for the top 2 runners who have yet to get Goron Mask, because it'll be fairly straightforward once they do get there.
Mm-hmm.
Be a pretty quick blast to the end for him.
Oh, Saria has to do, I just realized Saria has to do tunnel jump with Gilded Sword, which is a pain in the ass. But they're a gamer, it's fine. They'll get it done.
It's good skill.
Mm-hmm.
It's always
Can you
nice
imagine?
to have.
But
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, can you imagine last night if Jess and I don't know were both on restream?
Oh, that would have been insane.
Oh my God!
Goodness.
Speaking of,
Yeah. Third and fourth place checking in. Alf and Check Raise. 1 second apart. Oof.
I know snipes are exciting and everyone gets hyped for them. Whenever I win via a snipe, I always feel like the worst person. I was like, I don't want to win like that, man. I just feel awful. But I get that there's excitement for most people who get a 6 snipe like that.
Well, guns are often for the swamp skeletal house.
Oh, here we go. What was this, Bremen mask?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can understand putting off stage lights, but doing Swamp Spider House before stage lights? I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah. I mean, that has to just be like, forgot about it.
So, okay, so the points are based, again, the people's whose finish affect the rest of the scores are top 20%, but the actual formula that is used takes into account finish times. So,
Yes, coming in at 215. There's our top 5.
there's Jess. That is our top 5. So we should start to see what the point totals are once the site updates. We might not see it right away, but...
That's a pretty insane difference from first to second.
Yeah, okay. We just saw it. That is a 1087 for I don't know.
Puts his 1051 as like...
Yeah. His 1051 is his second best, which means that counts. And he's rocketed into first place now.
Yeah. 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 I don't know, must have had a really good read on what he needed to do. Which doesn't strike me as a surprise, knowing his skill level. BC Guppy getting time set up to just immediately run to beat Majora after Great Bay.
Let's see that GBT BC Guppy.
GBT BC Guppy. A lot of letters.
Hair Razor doing seahorses. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
I've never... Wait,
hope.
what is this cutscene?
The seahorse cutscene?
Oh, that's when you put the seahorse, you release it before clearing PR.
Yeah, then they go and meet up. I did it for that way for the longest time.
How are you supposed to know the path?
I don't know, finished so fast, no one else got 1,000 points. Skyward, GG.
Nice little finish for him as well.
17. How many areas is at least done with Pirate Fortress? So this is all the eggs. Any hiccup here for BC Guppy?
Unfortunate.
Giving a little time for Saria to catch up.
Yeah, can Saria pull a little bit of a comeback here? There should be Guppy's equips for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Recoil here. Of course, Saria will need to advance time, so not as close as it seems, but
True, true. You know, for like my first 10 runs in the randomizer, I didn't know you could switch arrow types without menuing.
oh, it's so nice. It's beautiful.
It's the best. It's so good.
I can't wait to see Lemons on Restream, by the way, from Gunzor's side. If he's just going straight for Bremen, like... I suppose there is a certain amount of metagaming that you can do based on the finish times, knowing that it's probably not this if so many people are finishing, you know, with like a 159. It's probably not this, but I'm not sure how conscious runners are of that. I generally don't like to check race time until I'm done.
Ruins my mental.
Yeah, it's like either you feel either immensely pressured or just you feel terrible because everyone's done already, and it's just like, ugh, I just rather not.
Melrose, congrats, 220 even.
Nice, nice, nice. Wait, what is? Okay, never mind.
Well, I looked away and then I looked back, and Air Razor is now in Mountain Village. So,
following that gold dust bait.
Yeah, and not hitting the stage lights. Please go back.
Finally, another bottle for Gunzor. That might be bottle number 3, actually.
Depends on how quickly the tracker set up there.
There's Bro with the finish as well, GG.
Congrats.
You know what Bro Tinder Dose means?
I don't.
It's German for bread in a can. You know the scene in SpongeBob where Squidward goes to like a new, like
the new town.
The new town with all the other squids. It's like,
yeah.
they have it, canned bread. There's a clip of German SpongeBob where he says Brot in der Dose, and it's... That's
I've had like a bread pudding in a can. It was gross.
Interesting.
It was awful.
Are you trying to get me to say pudding? It's not gonna work.
I wasn't, but
I'm not sure if you saw my little move in the race time beforehand, but if you've ever heard of Ligma, it's one of those jokes. Here you go. Here's
been Ligma'd in so long. It's a foreign art.
You guys heard of the new Bofa tech? It's both of these runners about to finish on Restream.
Hey.
Got him.
World in the bulls. That's a good clip.
Whoa, Guppy! What was that, fam? I mean, he got it, but that was really risky. Go PF this seed, yeah, pretty much. Get Goron Mask, go PF, you're done, basically.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but that's definitely what I don't know did.
Mm-hmm. And again, I don't know does Observatory Opener, so he probably got Bo very early, so he was able to just do Sage Lights on his first visit.
Lemons.
Here we go. Hey, Restreamer, can we please change to Gunzor's audio? I'm not sure if we're already on it.
We are on Sarius.
Hopefully not for long.
Yeah, if anyone doubted the cracked status, this run would solidify that.
Releasing the Kraken tonight.
Oh, we now have Gunzor audio.
Yeah, so Woodfall is our third foolish, by the way. Why you so? Road to Swamp had Zora Mask and Magic. Goron Village had Mirror Shields. And Stone Tower Temple had Keg. No.
Wait, where did all the lemons go? What?
More lemons! He just wanted... He's doing this for the fans.
Dodo, 9th place. GG.
Dodo.
Let go of B. Do it for the
If
fans.
you let go of B, they scatter.
Yeah, it's a
They're just
nightmare.
out of there.
I've never done it while they're growing. Do the grown chickens scatter too?
Yeah, they turn back into small ones.
Oh. Glad I've never seen that. Oh, Gunzor has randomized music.
Didn't realize Siri hadn't randomized their music, but the sound effects were worth
Yeah, sound
hearing.
effects were worth it, yeah. Oh wait, Gunzor has the same randomized ocarina.
I randomize music, but I only do like the normal MM tracks. I take out the custom music.
Oh gosh, my custom music folder is incredibly long. I've added so many.
What is this setup from Siri? Are you serious? I have never seen this before. That's
Whoa,
insane. That's insane.
First bottle was Grotto? No, that was Bombs.
Yeah, either Graveyard Grotto. A lot of people went Cape, got the bottle in Graveyard Grotto after getting Captain's Hat, or there's also the Couple's Mask.
Oh yeah,
Bank of
it was
Thousands.
just one of the runners went to Graveyard without Captain's Hat and grabbed a spray.
Saria went to Graveyard without Captain's Hat and got a bottle.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And I think, what was I gonna say?
Gunzor's
The only-
right here. He took a picture of Lulu.
This is not a check. You're right there, Gunzor.
For my guy, please.
Hopefully he lights the torches after he trades this in. But yeah, the only other bottle we've seen, I think, is the gold dust in Secret Shrine.
Georg had Heart Piece was a bottle, but
Georg Harpies, yeah, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
yeah.
Dude, green FD actually looks kind of hype.
I like the I run royal purple myself, but yeah, the green is a color I have not seen in Christianity.
Yeah, nobody really wants to play with like green on most of the tunics because it's just like the normal color.
Yeah.
But I don't. What? It's Kyrick just did like a 720 there.
Fear Stadium Georg it's gambling.
Hey, finally a Goron mask for Gunzor.
He did it. We in there?
Yeah, it's probably fine. You can say where the bottles were. It's not really spoilers at this point. Stone Tower. Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah. Jeez.
Guppy's about to finish here. Graveyard's Snowhead. Oh, there's a bottle in Snowhead. Interesting.
And I think
There's GG for Guppy.
GG, BC Guppy. You gotta hit that space bar. There you go. 228.11. GG. Saria looking to be just a couple minutes behind. Well, I mean, we were dangerously close to getting one bottle of eggs, so...
Yeah, luckily that wasn't the case.
Yeah, well... Oh no, Gunzor, why are you doing...
You gotta make him spin first, fam. Oh no, he's just gonna say forget it.
Yeah. Hopefully, now that he's got Goron, it'll be a quick time before he realizes to go back to sewer.
I wonder if he's thinking about Path to Snowhead first, which, I mean, it's foolish, but at this point, you're so close to last location, your Goron mask, with so much bait along the way that you've probably forgotten where your foolishes are.
No kidding. Swamp archery, I think, was just a piece of heart. It was not anything interesting.
What did Swamp Archery have? I don't think it had anything.
Yeah. Egos does be that way sometimes.
Yeah, you got Magic and Zora already. I can understand skipping Swamp Archery. Everybody's got to have one. Like I said, mine's Beavers. Mel doesn't do Road to Swamp or Swamp Archery.
Yeah,
I didn't have a bow. Hair Razor having a tough time here with the egos. Imagine not doing Observatory Opener and getting your bow first thing. Lars, what opener do you do? Are you a South opener, Andy? Oh my god, stop taking your head off, fam. Razor's got half a heart. Oh no.
Please don't.
Jeez. And there's Saria with the finish, by the way. GG.
GG, Saria.
Oh, true, Mel. Saria and Hook right away. Or Saria, sorry. Epona and Hook right away.
Yeah.
Oh, Mountain. There's the Mountain title deed. Locked behind Goron. Feels bad. Or not. Actually, no. Not locked behind Goron.
Just locked behind Lens.
Yeah, trading it in was. Let's go trade that in right now.
Wait, was it locked behind Goron? Because what was the baby Goron song? Yeah. So, I think it was healing.
Are we gonna have Guppy and Saria in for an interview? By the way, or is that not happening?
Dunzor, you're in the right. You're on the right track, my guy.
It's like we will have them. Have them.
James, what is your go-to tunic color for Link?
I mean, maroon's my favorite color, so it's usually that.
All right.
Yeah, I usually do like any kind of reds. Like I like pink, purple, maroon, red. Anything is good. And then like maybe black for FD.
Yeah, I'm pretty similar. I usually go for like a pink, purple, red on Link. My FD, I'm always rocking that royal purple.
True. Eaton mask. Here we go.
This is unfortunate. You're so close. Favorite spaghetti sauce? any kind with like the meat chunks in it. I like those. Red sauce with meat.
Not a big red sauce guy. I'm more of Alfredo myself. Vodka.
That's an actual sauce. A vodka sauce is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Hard. I like all spaghettis, but
yeah. So it looks like we're gonna get Guppy in for an interview.
Very nice.
Shortly.
Very nice. Is there a rosé sauce?
Rosé is like a mix of Alfredo and spaghetti, I'm pretty sure.
Ah.
Kind of like how like rosé wine is a mix of red and white.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, BC Guppy. Congrats.
On ZSR.
Hi.
Welcome.
Oh, hang on, I can't hear any of you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I fixed my my mic audio was muted, so I couldn't hear any of you. But yeah, what's going on, guys?
Hello. Congrats on your Restream win. I think this is your first time on Restream, yeah?
Yeah, this is my first time on Restream. Very funny that I won, but I guess that's what happens when you don't have the Omega gamers on Restream. When you don't have Jess or I don't know or anything like that on the Restream. But yeah, cool. I guess I won the little 4-man race in the Restream. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, it's the only thing that the crowd gets to see, so isn't that what matters?
Yeah, they get to see my absolutely lovely GBT, dude.
Bruh.
You love to see it.
It's pretty close
Such
between.
life.
Yeah. So you and Saria kind of had diverging paths, because Saria got Goron Mask like way before anybody else.
Yup.
But yeah, then opted for like a bunch of side stuff while you eventually made your way back to Zora Hall, and then it's just a short trip to get ice arrows, and you already had lights at that point, so.
Yeah, I got destroyed by that Goron location. It sucks because if you did Observatory Opener this seed, you got bow really early. And I didn't have bow for forever. I had fire arrow and magic going into hall, but no bow. And it was so sad when I eventually warped back for that one check. And it was Goron when I'm like an hour and a half in. So I lost a lot of time on that Goron location, but getting ice arrows immediately after that was nice.
That's what I'm saying, man. Observatory Opener is the sauce.
I mean, Observatory Opener is like, I know it's a very popular opener and you get all the time checks really fast, but in this seed, like, you get the Silver Rupee off the Clock Tower entrance, you go buy Hook in the bomb shop, and then at that point, like, South Opener has so many checks. Like, you'll have Hook, you'll have a lot of money for tingles along the way. You have Epona, so you can do Gorman Race when you hit Milk Road. Like, South Opener is really, really strong in my opinion if you have Hook and
definitely.
especially with Epona. You can also ride Epona to Swamp Archery. But yeah, the one check that Observatory Opener had to be bow, dude. Of course the bow had to be there.
Of course. I'm trying to think, because like you get Zora Mask from Road to Southern Swamp, and then you can get fire arrows like right away. And you can even do, dude, Sphere 1 Beavers? Are you kidding me? What the heck?
Yeah, I did Beavers, and I don't regret it at all. I was still missing a bow. It was definitely a good idea to do Beavers. And I had no bottle even. Like, the bottle took an eternity to find. And that's why I didn't really want to go west, because I don't like going west without being able to do Labfish on the way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Honestly, that North Opener was better this seed.
Yeah, perhaps.
Well, North Opener also missed out on bow too, and I think that might have been what happened to Jess as well, because I know Jess likes to do North Opener a lot, so he might have actually gone Hall before doing Observatory like I did.
No,
I don't actually know.
Yeah, I think usually in North Opener you go to Observatory Night 1 before Blast Mask, and then I think Jess prefers to leave Cape for after Blast Mask check.
Jess got bow.
Yeah, so like,
he had bow. I wonder what happened to him then.
I think it's pretty much what I said, because you usually do Observatory Night 1 anyway.
Okay.
With North Opener. Although you can get pretty, again, like you said, you can get pretty freeform with it, with Hook and Epona Song and Zora Mask early. Hell, you could actually get Deku Mask like probably 10-15 minutes in if you're playing like an absolute gamer.
You'd have to rush PFE with 0 bottles, which is really funny.
Yeah, and then you get rewarded with Garo and Deku. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, everything was in PFE when I had like the whole game full cleared. Like I got Deku like second cycle. So
what happened to Gunzor? Just finished the Ocean Skulltula house.
Oh dear.
Yeah, we got to see some lemons. Got to see. Well, we're seeing Butler now for Letter to Mama, so XD.
What are people missing? Is it well, I actually don't know what people would be missing. Like I would assume like
and ice.
Oh, did they just never go Hall?
Yep.
Oh, that is
Gunzor
unfortunate.
Eventually did, and is just missing ice arrows, and then Keg obviously, and then Arrow Razor still doesn't have Goron.
Damn. Well, I'm glad I went to Zora Hall at least at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really have to know what checks you're orphaning so you can go back to them in case there's something really important on one of those checks.
Nona.
Yeah, Nona's done. Very nice. I'll put a GG. Why not? I haven't put a GG all game. But yeah, other than like Goron location just destroying me, I felt pretty good. I lost like 2 minutes in GBT, but I mean that happens from time to time. Other than that, I did pretty good. It's not like I messed up anything else. I played pretty clean.
It was a good showing for sure. Yeah.
Just unlucky the Goron location, but such is life.
I don't actually recall if anyone else skipped saving Coleman on the restream.
I don't know. I mean, again, like Guppy said, like bottles were so out of the way that I think Saria was the only one who did it Cycle 1 because they had made the ultra gamer play of going to Graveyard without Captain's Hat just for the one grotto.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Holy shit.
Got a bottle out of it though.
That one grotto can really destroy you if you don't have Garo especially, because that check is so far out of the way. If you don't have Sonata, it's one check and it takes like a minute and a half to get to. It's just really hard to get to. One day I'll last locate that Graveyard grotto.
Brotender, I think in the case of BC Guppy, he didn't have bow, so he got fire arrows and had magic, but no bow to shoot him with.
So Brotender also didn't do Observatory until a lot later.
Ego Dev, GG, 13th.
So, yeah, kind of. I don't know if Air Razor's just forgotten about stage lights at this point. Gunzer, at the very least, I think is going to go finish eggs, so hopefully they check sewers alongside that, but...
Exodus coming in at
unlucky, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you finished eggs before Goron, like, oh god, help you. Because there was a race, like last month or something, where Goron was extremely late, maybe like eggs locked Goron, so there was Sewer just chilling, kind of out of the way, and a lot of people forgot about Sewer because they got Goron so late, and Sewer had a required item, and it took forever for people to actually go back to Sewer, because there was just lots of other stuff that you could check that was Goron locked at the time. Like, I think even like Snowhead was open, people would just go there instead.
Yeah, so, definitely.
Yeah,
this pretty lucky that it was behind Keg. Sorry, I kind of talked over you there. What was that?
No worries. It's just another seed where you could potentially do Sewer like extraordinarily late.
Yeah, definitely.
Forget about stage lights.
We're seeing it right here.
Mm-hmm.
Gunzer, I believe, delivering the last of the eggs, or from Pinnacle Rock, or the 3 eggs from Pinnacle Rock. Jeez.
Gunzer's doing the Ocean Spider House.
He finished it already.
I guess he just never saw the hint, or...
Well, no, he was doing the chest.
Oh, the chest. Okay, not actually doing the Spider House.
He did do Swamp Spider House, though, as we mentioned.
We did the Swamp Spider House.
Yeah, for Bremen.
Oh, well, I mean, someone's got to go for that, right?
Yeah.
if you want to be that guy and then getting more on mask off chickens, like, you're actually gaming at that point. Can we take a brief moment to talk about how every single seed has just been basically a jet in these qualifiers? Like, oh my god.
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous. Like, every seed you just play so aggressive, just skip all the bad checks, just do progression, and you get go mode.
And I feel like I didn't play Qual 4, but the quals I had played, like dungeon dipping, has always at the very least been hinted at. So it's never just been like a blind call you have to make.
Yeah, that's crazy how every single dungeon dip's been hinted, basically.
I think there was one where you had to go to Woodfall for like a bottle or something like that, but I could be misremembering.
There's been light arrows in Woodfall several times at this point. I don't think they've ever been hinted, but I mean, Woodfall is such a low investment temple to clear that, like, if you're not go mode, you just, and you can do Woodfall, you just do Woodfall temple and just full clear it.
I think
Looks like
finally doing it.
We'll see. If he hits the switch, then he'll go check sewers.
Another thing to consider about the temple dips is that you've got 3 Way of the Heroes to work with, and if there's a required item in a temple, you could say that the Way of the Heroes are twice as likely to hint at required temple dips, because not only can the temple be Wath, but the song to enter the temple can also be Wath. So like if you have Goron Village Wath and there's Lullaby there, there's a good chance of Snowhead having something in there. So Yeah, definitely gotta consider that statistically temples are twice as likely to be hinted at, unless you've got like
Wait.
boss warp with a temple song, which can't be Way of the Hero.
I'm still waiting for a seed where Goron Lullaby or one of the first three temple songs ends up being Way of the Hero for gossips because the
Oh
other
my
two are
god,
locked
yeah.
behind like Icona. Because like you could have like gossips with ice arrows, and then like your first logical temple clear is Stone Tower to get like Sonata and then the Castle Song's New Wave. It can happen. It hasn't yet, but I
I've
love little
played a
logic
seed
works
personally
together.
like that, where Stone Tower Temple's your first logical temple to get boss warp. Like, there's some wicked Wath hint logic sometimes. Like I had a seed where you had to do Keg Igos for Sonata. Castle was Wath,
Yep.
and Castle was Wath for Sonata, so you could clear Woodfall Temple to get Lullaby, and
Right.
then there was a Letter to Cafe in Snowhead Temple. But there was also light arrows in the waterfall in Mountain Village. But the thing about the light arrows there is that Sonata can't be Wath for those light arrows because let me preface this by saying that you didn't have Zora at this point. But you had fire and ice arrows to do Icona Castle. So
Right.
you had two items left. You had light arrows and Zora, and you get light arrows after clearing Snowhead Temple, but the Wath wasn't fulfilled yet because if you had Zora anywhere before then you could have done GBT to logically get the boss warp.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
that basically narrowed down Zora to Letter to Cafe. Like the hint logic can really be intense sometimes, and
Yeah,
a lot of
really.
the time a race can be decided by just being able to solve the puzzle that the seed lays
Yeah.
out in front of you.
It's always an
Lose
interesting.
arrow.
Yeah, Arrow Razor's stream cut out, unfortunately. They haven't forfeited on race time, but Gunzer's about to get ice arrows, by the way. Yeah, I can't tell if I love it or hate it when hints kind of tell you the seed for you. Because sometimes it can be really fun to figure it out, but often if Way of the Heroes just kind of point you in the direction and you don't have to think about it, it can be kind of lame.
That's very true. Yeah, like it is a randomizer, so you do want to like sort of make decisions, and if the hints are just making the decisions for you, then it's just an execution race at that point. And some people like execution races.
There you go.
But yeah, it definitely takes away a lot of the thinking involved if you're just being told where to go. Oh, looks like Air Razor forfeit because of a power surge. That's unlucky.
Unfortunate.
So we're just looking at Gunzer now.
Is there just finishing up eggs, and I think we'll have the pretty much go mode. No mode.
Yeah. As long as they've remembered the Stone Tower Way of the Hero, they should know that they're in go mode. Interesting doing this section of sewers with a hook shot.
Inverted
Do you
time.
use a hook shot for sewers? Do you just like hook
Well,
up to the barrel or
Doing
something?
this instead of leaving and coming back.
Yeah, you just generally you leave sewers and then hook shot from exterior. It's faster, I think, than doing it this way.
Oh, okay.
Because like what I'll do is I'll check the underwater chest in sewers. I'll surface, turn Goron void, and then I'll go back through the door, through the jet stream, and then it puts you right here-ish in the water, so you can just go back up and hook shot the torch.
I like to leave sewer for last. I like to just full clear PFE and PFI, and then I'd get caught, and then that puts me back in PFE, and then I just Zora swim to sewer. That's what I typically do. But
Yeah.
if you've got 3 bottles and you've done PR already, and you're really looking for that 4th bottle to save yourself a PF trip, you could go sewers first, and then hopefully get a bottle there.
There's an argument for doing interior before sewers, especially if you're like one item from go mode. Because then you just, if you find your go mode in interior, then there's no reason to do sewers.
Yeah, you skip sewer completely. That makes a lot of sense.
Kingdom Hearts music?
But because I definitely don't.
I think it is. How many? Do we know how many entrants we had on this race?
I think it was 27.
There's still a good chunk of people out there still finishing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to sort of scan through the streams and see where people are. See if anyone else got destroyed by the Goron location like I did.
We'll see if Air Razor wants to do an interview.
If he does an interview, do I get kicked out?
No. You can hang out as long as you want, fam.
Oh hell yeah, nice.
Until the restreamer, either until Gunzor finishes and we get our last interview, or the restreamer says, okay, we're out of time.
Okay, I can hang out for a bit.
Yeah, if you want, it's up to you.
Maybe I'll lurk Gunzor stream and see what's going on.
Hello.
Well, that's some levels of feels bad.
Definitely feels bad to have that power surge happen when you're just so far into the seed.
So, first off, I'm going to assume the Stone Tower Way of the Hero is Powder Keg.
Yep.
How bad was it? Where is it?
Goron Mask was
That's
Zora.
Argo's maze chest for Keg.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't that require Goron Mask?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was right to avoid it like the plague till I had Goron Mask.
Yep.
Okay.
No, you need Goron Mask to logically do the Stone Tower climb in the first place.
Yeah.
You need both Goron and Zora.
Oh yeah, I know I logically needed it, but I was like, what are the chances that the one Goron locked chest up there is the Way of the Hero? Because I thought about going up. I was planning on going up there as soon as I reset cycle. Where was Goron Mask, and how bad did I miss it?
Zora Hall stage lights.
I found fire arrows right after doing Sora Hall.
Yeah, it owned a lot of people.
Oh, that hurts. Yeah, no, that would have sent me right on the path. Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
Ice arrows were in sewers, so you needed Goron for that.
Oh, I would have last location those. Well, I mean, it's not like I already last location Deku Mask or anything. Oh wait.
Yeah.
That was a hard last location Deku Mask. I had nothing else left. There's another GG's. Nice. Wow, this seed just kicked my butt then.
It seems like you weren't the only one who left those stage lights behind. And
Yeah, I thought about going back for stage lights as soon as I was like, should I go back and do stage lights? Nah, what are the chances? And then, no, it's Goron Mask.
what are the chances? A dangerous question asking any randomizer.
I know, right? I'm sitting here thinking though, I'm like, what else do I even have in logic? Which is why I was doing the letter to mama stuff.
Oh.
Did we see what's on that by any chance?
Nope.
Postman's Freedom was a hard piece.
Yeah, we saw that on your end. Nobody else has done Butler.
Yeah.
But we did see Gunzer go for Swamp Spiderhouse Bremen.
I
Which was
considered
also-
it. I
Also
considered
absolutely
it.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, I considered it. As soon as I saw the hint, I'm like, I don't want to do this, so I bombed the hint stone.
I saw that.
I was not happy with Stone Tower Temple Way of the Hero because I don't know uninverted very well.
Yeah.
So
It's,
it was like, oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Can I
It's
add
such a.
something really quick?
What's up? Go ahead.
About Stone Tower. So I like to mix it up, whether to do uninverted STT or inverted STT first. This seed I tried to go for uninverted STT first, and the reason, like, I think there's a
I would have done the
argument to be made
same. I have light arrows. I would have done the same.
for that. The thing is that, like, there's Keg there at that point, so you need to be on day one. But the thing about doing inverted STT first is that if you full clear inverted STT, like you kill Twin Bolt and stuff, and you don't have Keg yet, if you soar back to STT, the temple's gonna be inverted still. So you'll have to, basically light arrow the switch again to be able to access uninverted. But if you do uninverted first, like what I went for is I did the 4 really quick checks in uninverted first, and then I soared, and then I was just like, well, we're not doing light arrow chest. That's gonna
pray
take
it's
too
not
long.
light arrows.
So I soared back, and then I just immediately checked inverted, and it was right there. But those 4 checks that are in regular STT I think are really quick. Like I think like almost less than 2 minutes for those 4 checks.
There's definitely an argument for it. Obviously, the argument for doing inverted first is you have to do it anyway. So, and those chests are mostly on the way. But I mean, personally, I'll do inverted first, but I think it's just personal preference.
Yeah, I was sitting here going through. I was trying to think what part was it. No, I was going through early on, and I'm like, okay, Stone Tower Way of the Hero. That's where my Deku Mask is. Finds Deku Mask. I'm like, okay. Okay, so where my light arrows are. Finds light arrows. Huh.
Yeah, because
It's got to be the keg.
because STT is so deep into logic. It even from the very beginning, we were like, okay, it can only be this and this and this, pretty much. It's like fire arrows, Deku light arrows, and song items are pretty much all it can be.
Yep.
Ocean Title Deed in Stone Tower apparently traded for Gibdo Mask.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
If you missed that maze chest and you went well, oh my god.
The only thing I did in the well, the only thing I did in well though was Mirror Shield chest.
Yeah, which you don't need Gibdo for if you have lights and fire arrows.
When I saw the Giant's Mask up there in Iconic Castle, I'm like, do I really want this?
No, you never want Giant's Mask.
And then I'm like, nope.
You never find FD.
I had it, that's why I decided not to. FD was free this season.
Oh, super free.
And both swords too.
God, I wish that were me.
I don't know. I never found Gilded actually.
I forgot where I got gilded.
So the one sword upgrade was on the first cafe letter check, and then the other one was
wow.
in exterior.
Oh, I never did Cafe Letter. I went back to
Oh,
it, but
I
never got
followed that. I followed that letter
Cafe
because of the
letter.
way of the hero location. Even though I was pretty sure it was the mirror shot, I'm like, oh, I should follow this. So I just like slowly did it throughout the cycle.
I got
Okay.
both wallets, and I got a Moon Tier and a Landy, and I'm like, oh my god, maybe Goron's on the Mountain Scrub purchase. Maybe this is gonna be the seed where I finally have to buy a Goron mask off that scrub with the scrub relocation, but alas, it was not the seed. Also, shout out the hash icons for having 2 wallets. I was totally
Yeah.
expecting Goron an all-night mask purchase.
So about wallets, I had about 900 in the bank before I found my first wallet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Stereo
Yeah.
was similar.
Yeah, no, I was very happy with how rupees turned out because like I was able to deposit every time I went to lockdown basically. And like I'm sad that bank rewards were very bad.
Well, you got a bottle from
Yeah,
Couples
bottle.
Mask, so
Yeah, the bottle was nice, and that's what pushed me to finally do Zora eggs, to finish Zora eggs. I'm like, oh cool, I can finish Zora eggs now. Let's go ahead and do it while I can.
Oh man, you finished Zora eggs before getting the Goron mask.
Yeah, I still didn't have
That's the
Goron mask, so
nightmare.
that's the
That's
painful
nightmare
part.
seed.
Yeah, that's why I said I was like with Ice Arrows and Sewers, I was never going back for that until last location. And gun finds out that Zora eggs were required.
Yeah, the gun is pretty much ready to go as long as he remembers that Stone Tower was Way of the Hero.
yeah. And he has Elegy
Yeah.
now, so hopefully he chases it.
Yeah, judging
Yeah,
by the
he's-
fact that he's gonna
Yeah,
restart
he-
go there, it seems.
Yeah, he's practically go mode at this point.
What was I gonna say? I love that Boo just finishes and just says Among Us in the race time. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
But no, this seed is awful.
Well, it was awful if you got bow late. Well, I don't even think it was awful for me
No,
at all.
no.
Like, it's still a jet seed, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely a jet seed as long as you remember to go back into Zora Hall after Fire Arrows.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, got 159.
Yeah, I saw that
He
159
did
finish
it
and I'm
right.
like, as soon as I saw that
So sick.
finish,
You
Might
must
I,
have
Yeah.
made all the right plays.
might I
Yeah,
add
no.
that? I don't know. Does Observatory opener? Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry.
You got 1087 points for this race.
Yeah, that's the highest we've had so far. He has,
Yeah.
I don't know, has a 1051 that counts for his score.
yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Holy
No.
shit.
I saw that finish and I was like, wait, how? And now knowing Goron Mask was on stage lights, never mind, I completely understand how.
Mhm.
I don't know, he's
He's
a
not-
very aggressive player, so
Yeah.
with every single seed is an aggro jet seed. You know, I don't know, is gonna just destroy the race.
If I had gotten the Goron Mask, I think I would have already been done. That's the sad part. And that's what's painful about this.
I think it was,
Instead, I last location Deku Mask.
It was said that Qual 2 was the closest thing we've had to a Qual that wasn't a jet, and that's the only one that I don't know is forfeited. So
Oh,
wait, no, sorry, no, he finished not 2. Sorry, no, he finished. That I'm
The only
incorrect.
the only real downside to this is the fact that that's 2 forfeits on mine, so I've got to
So it was call 3.
I've got to
which-
do some work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I've
that's my
got
third
0
call.
forfeits, baby. I'm pretty pleased with that.
I've got 1 finish, which wasn't a bad finish. I got 1 finish and then 2 forfeits, and I think we need what we can have a max of 7.
Yeah, you can finish 7 races, and forfeits do count, unfortunately.
Yep, they do. And I think it's like, what is it, the 2nd through 5th?
2nd through 4th.
2nd
So
through
you have
4th.
3 races that count. Your 1st is dropped, and your 5th, 6th, and 7th are dropped.
Okay, cool. At least the 2 forfeits get dropped.
Yep.
Let's hope.
Just make sure you finish at least 4 seeds. Is basically
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, because if if one of those
Whoa.
were a forfeit, that's gonna hurt.
Unfortunate.
What is that water wheel? He just
That-
straight YOLO'd it. That was incredible. If that actually worked, I would have popped off so hard.
Yeah.
You're this deep in, you know.
Yep. But all right, GG's. I'm gonna hop out of here.
All right, take
GG.
care.
Take care.
GG's.
Yeah. Yeah, this is basically up to the restreamer now. If you want to keep watching Gunzor or call it quits at this point.
Last time we raided Yoshi, he was...
Yeah, we can probably, if this might take a little bit longer, we can probably raid Gunzor at some point soon.
he's got 3 dungeons left.
Yeah, I got nowhere to be until I guess I'll play Uter tonight if I want to hate myself even more. Oh, actually, Uter Weekly and beer actually sounds like a hype idea now that I think about it. I might just
Oh
do
yeah.
that. Yeah. I used to say that beer paired well with Uter and then weed paired well with MMR, but now that I'm actually like kind of good, it just there's so much to keep track of. I can't focus.
MMR is definitely a brain buster sometimes.
It's what I say, dude. Ocarina of Time, in this world there are thinkers and there are doers. Ocarina of Time is a doer man's game, and MMR is a thinker man's game.
I play glitched MMR, and I can tell you, I almost never think of the logic. I just go someplace and then brute force all of the checks.
Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense, I think.
Yeah. I'm pretty bad at standard because the logic just gets all tied in knots in my head.
Mm-hmm. That's why so many, dude. Last season, there were 24 bracket entrants, and a third of them were Canadians. That's pretty cool. And now we got
Shadow Canada.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
myself, Guppy, who else? Oh, are we the only 2 Canadians on the list so far? Epic Yoshi and Riley as well. And Drunis, who have entered, and What the Hells, who I think is not playing anymore MMR, but yeah.
How good do I have to be rank 1 Canadian, dude? I guess I got. Oh, you're Canadian as well, video.
Yeah, you gotta.
Oh, then
Basically,
I
you
gotta-
have. Yeah.
I gotta beat you one day. Maybe one day I'll be enough of a gamer.
Brevin coming in,
There you go. GG.
16th place, GG.
Yeah. So What the Hell's entered 1 qual, and then when he was in Go mode just doing his dungeons, he's like, I'm not having fun with this, so he said he's pretty much done.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That's fine. He's got bigger fish to fry, being, one of the best Ocarina of Time rando players of all time, so that Trunis guy sucks. Now you pretty much, if you want to be top Canadian, there's always the legacy of ATZ, which I think may never be surpassed, but it's like me, Drunis, you now. I'm like, trying to think who else. Well, you can say that you are the best MMR player on the west of the Ontario border.
Yeah, I'm a West Coaster, which
Yeah.
it seems rare nowadays. Like, it
Oh, I
feels so rare.
I think Epic Yoshi is also BC.
What is
nice.
Gunzor missing that he's full clearing?
Keg, and as we said, he
Oh,
doesn't.
he forgot.
Yeah,
Or didn't
forgot
say
about it. Again, like if you're like 3+ hours into
Yeah.
a seed after severely last locationing something like Goron Mask, you're not thinking about hints anymore.
Yeah. That's rough. Yeah, that's big brain.
Yeah.
Jumped onto the lily pad, got blasted onto that ledge. Although then he just jumped back in the water, so I don't know if it was intentional. But it looked cool. I'm so bad at this jump. I don't know why.
One of my favorite things about finishing a race with a whole bunch of people is checking out the race results channel afterwards and reading about people's adventures in the sea. That's the most fun thing that
I
keeps
haven't
me
gone
racing.
there yet.
I love reading all the mad gamers.
That's the thing, is that there's a lot of very salty people after the race.
Oh no, look at Jess posted 43 minutes in fire arrows, 20 minutes later finally has Goron Mask.
Oh no.
It's okay, Jess, you weren't the only one who got owned by that.
Yeah.
You hate to see it.
You can go for the long jump here? Oh no, you can go for wart. Oh boy.
Oh man.
There was an inverted stone tower bottle.
Apparently.
Apparently, yeah, we never saw it.
Somebody
No,
in chat
yeah,
said it.
no, it just stone tower, like the bean chests.
Oh wow.
Oh.
I don't know, had Goron Mask 35
minutes.
minutes in.
Two
Oh
minutes.
my
God.
god. This guy.
He's just flexing casually.
Heck, Rays had 4 bottle eggs? What? Where the frick were the bottles?
Apparently, there was one on Gyorg.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
One on Gyorg. There was Gold Dust was in Secret Shrine.
Oh yeah. That place was full of bait.
So I'm pretty sure those are. Is that the 6 bottles? Graveyard, Mayor's Office, Gyorg, Stone Tower.
I swear we've seen
The
this. Like,
Gold Dust. I can't remember what the last one was. I think that might have been 5.
yeah, this is more Kingdom Hearts music.
Again, I'm glad you know it.
Like my
I
one
can't
skill.
wait to screenshot my VOD now on my Fire Arrow versus Goron Mask time.
Oh, that'll be good.
God. Dude, there was so many opportunities to warp back to Hall, but it's an extra sore for one check. Like,
Yeah, it's not.
it sucks to route in.
Mm-hmm. I think with that, I'm mostly out of things to talk about.
It might be about time.
Yeah, I think we can probably call it here, Mr. Restreamer. Before we do go though, I just want to say that this is, of course, as most of you know, this is a qualifier for Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 2. We still have a bunch of qualifiers. This is qual number 6
Yeah.
out of 16, so there's still 10 qualifiers. If you're in the MM Randomizer Discord, there is a schedule for all the quals. There's actually another one happening in 15 hours from now. 6 a.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central European, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern on the 18th, Sunday the 18th. And then there is one starting midnight Monday. So again, less than 24 hours after that one. Midnight Eastern, 6 a.m. Central Eastern, 2 p.m. Australian Eastern on the 19th. So we got 2 more qualifiers this weekend in a very short amount of time. And then the rest of them are spread throughout the next 2 weeks. Again, anybody can enter. You just need to enter the race time. You need a race time attached to your Twitch account. Just enter the race and do your best. 7 races total you can enter that'll count towards your score. And like I've been saying since the beginning, brackets are top 32, and that is wide open right now. I think anybody who gives an honest effort and finishes 7 races has a decent shot of making it in the bracket. So definitely consider entering qualifiers if you can, based on your schedule. And I hope to see some of you there.
Thanks for having me, ZSR. This is my first restream. Very cool to have an interview afterwards, and I appreciate what you guys do. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, it was great to
It's
talk
on a good
to
show.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, a couple more shoutouts. Again, shoutouts to the runners, Gunzor, Arrow, Guppy, Saria for putting on a show for us. Shoutouts to Snowflake as well for doing some commentary with me.
Thank you.
Restreamer Angry Demon Noises, thank you for orchestrating this whole thing. And of course, the trackers, Steve Master and Mizuhiro Fox, and ADN. Oh, yeah, Demon
I
Noises
helped.
while doing tracking.
Yeah, a little bit.
Shoutouts
Oh, yeah,
to
you
you,
guys-
chat.
You guys covered my whole outro. I don't have to do anything. So that next qualifier match will be on ZSR main, this channel here. That's the only thing I got to add, and we'll raid Gunzer, and you guys can go be nice. Thanks so much, everyone.
Cheer him on.